What's going on, everyone? We are live. We have the OFL kickoff stream. Week 1 is about to begin. Just got to put it in the Discord and then we're good to go. Alright, so we should get some people coming on. We have 2 games in this episode. First Lions and Packers, and then Falcons versus Panthers. I forget where the location of each of the games are, so we'll check that. Wrong button. We got 3 people on the stream. None of them are me. I have not opened up the stream yet. Alright, season week 1. The game likely won't start for about 10 or 15 minutes. I have to make a few roster moves for some of the teams. Alright, in Green Bay. And did I pass it? Oh, a Monday night in Carolina. Interesting. Alright, so I don't think I've done all the free agency signings yet. So hopefully that won't take too long, but alright, I can't hear myself. What's up, AP, Nick, Colin, and Ian? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Alright, so I have to open up the Discord because I don't think I've done all the free agents and all the position changes. We can go through everyone whose depth chart is here if they want. Thief. Alright, so let's take a look. Here are all the coaches, by the way, if anyone is curious. What's up, Eric? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'll show everyone whose roster is here. Alright, let me just find the free agents, because I feel like I forgot to do some. No, I think I've done all the free agents. Have I done all the trades? Latest one. Yeah, I've done all the trades. Position changes? That might be it. I know I haven't done position changes yet. Or not all of them. Alright, so I just have to do AP, RMP, and Collins, and then we can go over depth charts. So AP wants to move Rashawn Gary and Mitchell Frank. RMP wants to move Josh Ferguson, Michael Dieter, and Ron Leary, and then Colin wants to move Braxton Miller. Thick boy. Can we see the Cardinals game? No, not this week. We'll see the Cardinals plenty of times this year because they are one of the premier teams of the league, I would say. Is Dieter a right guard or a right tackle? Right guard. Who are the Cardinals playing again? I totally forget. Come on, man. We have to see user versus user because that's funner. Ron Leary's a left guard. And I think we have pretty much all the users whose teams will be playing today except for RMP, but RMP's reliable. He'll probably show up. And even if he doesn't, it's not the end of the world. You're also trying to get Adrian Amos. That would be a pretty good pickup. I saw the offer, and I'd say that's a fair offer for both sides. I would say the Bucks win a little bit, but that's not terrible for you. Oh, I just did RMPs. I have to do the other ones. I mean, we could super sim it. I guess we could, but nah. We have 2 games we're focusing on. Mitchell Frank, is he a running back? Who the heck is a tight end? Yeah. Alright, that's what I thought. And then Rashawn Gary to outside linebacker. That's an interesting fit. I would say he's more of a defensive lineman, but AP has a really nice D-line, so. Snacks Harrison, Grady Jarrett, Khalil Mack, and Franklin Clark. And then Braxton Miller, 2 wide receiver, and then we'll show depth charts. Have I done the Damian Williams trade yet? Actually, I don't think I've done that one yet. So I have to do that. Thank you for reminding me. Where was it? Approved trades. Yeah, that's the only one I haven't done yet. Because I know I did the Marlon Mack and the Odell Beckham one on Friday. That was before we made the CPU trade rule, by the way. That was Friday morning. Falcons are also going after Adrian Amos. Yeah, you can sign at tight end. Alright, so Damian Williams. Not Darryl. I cannot trade 2022 sevenths yet to the Cardinals. This isn't phenomenal value for us, but... Oh, you guys have Mark Ingram. You don't even really need him. Alright, we'll do the lowest 4th and the highest 6th, because I don't want to trigger you. I put Frank... What did I do? What did I do? I put Frank Clark at middle linebacker? No, I put Rashawn Gary at middle linebacker. And then Frank Clark to right end. The Bucks guy hasn't been responding. Well, hopefully he does. Rashawn Gary is a 74, but he does have superstars, so there's that. And he's somewhat a scheme fit. Everyone will see their rosters shortly. I promise. I won't rip anyone off. Frank Clark. We're going to go by depth chart just in case someone wants to do something different. Oh, you want him at right outside? I thought you wanted him at left outside. You still have... Your left outside was like a 64, so I figured that's what you wanted. Alright, we can check free agency if you guys want to sign some players. I'm not going to go for the whole free agency because we don't got that type of time. I know AP just said he wanted a tight end. So we can do that if there's any players you're potentially interested in. We got D'Anthony Thomas, Oregon legend. Go Ducks, quack quack. Alright, Falcons. I will show all rosters in a bit after AP signs his tight end, I promise. And then we will simulate to the regular season. I will turn injuries off for the preseason, and then for the regular season, I will have injuries on, but it'll be at like, the slider will be at like maybe 20. Tight end Nick O'Leary, alright. Solid player. I'm pretty sure he plays for Buffalo. It's either Buffalo or Miami. I'm pretty sure it's Buffalo. Quack, quack. Alright, so I'm gonna play with the injury sliders, and then I will show all rosters. Is it in gameplay sliders? I think it is. And Dexter McDonald. Alright, with it to, I don't know, 18. Because we want injuries, but we don't want an overabundance. Is injuries on? It's off. Fabian Morrow. And I still have to, I know AP wants to cut some corners, so I still have to do that. Alright, corners. Signed the best wide receiver. Alright. Former Bill and Dolphin, also he doesn't wear gloves. Is that Nick O'Leary? He's not wearing gloves. Knowing my luck, your guys will still get injured. There will be injuries. Let me tell you, there will be. So, I assume you want to cut everyone from Breon Borders down. I assume that's what you want to do. We'll have some injuries. I think Denzel Ward was out for a pretty decent chunk of the year for me, which kind of sucked. So, Breon Borders. What's up, Rieger? Welcome to the stream. So, I assume, AP, you want to cut Breon, Grant, Quentin, Brandon, and Dietrich. I'll sign the other two in case you want to make any changes with those 5, or if there's someone else you want to cut, like Chris Culliver. Yes? Alright, sounds good. And then you said Fabian Morrow and Dexter. And then Ian is signing the best wide receiver. I bet Fabian Moreau is a face scan. He doesn't. Okay. Release his best players. Should I release everyone on every team except for your team, Nick? Would that make you happy? I think that would. This Falcons team, they have some talent. I'm very excited for the Falcons-Panthers game. I think those two teams will be battling this season for the division. Maybe my Saints can make a run. Hopefully we do. Who's signing the best wide receiver? Ian is. I don't know who it is, so I'll have to check, but Quentin Stanford, smart boy. Grant Haley, Penn State. I don't know any of these 5 corners, but I know all the dudes above them, except for Dexter. I have no clue who Dexter McDonald is until just now. Cardinals for Super Bowl. I don't think the Cardinals are going to make it this year. I think they do have a good team. Obviously not in real life, but in the OFL they do. Obviously in real life they're not going anywhere near a Super Bowl. Yeah, I'd say the Lions could use an upper wide receiver. Oh, I haven't done the Marquise Lee Demarius Thomas trade. Alright, Brandon LaFell is the best wide receiver. He's only 32? I thought he was older. Which means he will be 31 now. Or 32. I don't know when his birthday is. Alright, I don't think... yeah, I've not done the Marquise Lee Demarius Thomas swap. And a 7th round pick. So Marquise Lee and a 7 to the Rams for Demarius Thomas. I would say the Rams win this trade because Thomas is older. He is better, but so I'm the youngest halfback. Tell me if I'm missing anything. I don't think you're missing anything. Alright, Nick gets the best running back. Wait, Nick, you don't need a running back. Your third stringer is literally an 80. I mean, I will. That's fine, but you don't need one. You got Fournette, Ingram, and Damian Williams. The youngest. That is Jordan Owens, 62 overall. Alright, we are... Oh, Nick doesn't have enough money. He's a 62. He's not going to play anyway. Alright, so I guess since we're on Arizona, we might as well start with them. If there are any changes you want me to make, I will make them. This is before preseason cuts, by the way, so hopefully no one good gets cut. You thought you traded Ingram, did you? I thought you didn't. I don't see a Mark Ingram trade in here. Alright, so we're showing the Cardinals, Falcons, Lions, Panthers. I assume Rieger's still here, so Redskins. Is there anyone else who I missed? There probably is. I don't know why the game made Montez Sweat a captain, but okay. I have an easier idea. We're just going to look at the entire screen of offense and defense, so I don't have to keep scrolling. Because I don't know why the scrolling is being so slow, so. Kickoff, Mr. Pinion. I guess Ragnow. Panthers aren't here. RMP isn't here yet. We'll see if he comes later. Ingram, Fournette, that's fine. Slot receiver, D.D. Westbrook, that's fine, I assume. Nicholas Bosa, Montez Sweat, Buckner. So pretty much the same defensive line. I assume you'd probably want to flip that because Payne's younger. Sub linebacker, Josh Allen, slot corner, Jesse Bates, and I guess Darby is the 1, and I guess Eric Rowe would be the 2. Alright, next is Atlanta. Nick, you can still make changes if you want. Alright, so we're just going to look at the whole screen like this. We'll see what auto does. If there's anything you feel like you want to change, feel free to do so. Sign the best 25 and under receivers. Alright, I'll do that when I get to you, which I think you're probably next, yeah. Start Mr. Irrelevant? Oh, the kicker? Do you want me to cut Hauschka, or just hold on to him, I guess? I don't know. Is there anyone on your team who has bad contracts? I would assume the only people with bad contracts are probably the people who are really good. Cut Hauschka? Alright. Alright, best 25 and under. Alright, so we have some 71s. '73, Amara Darbo, former Michigan Wolverine. I want to say he got drafted by Seattle. And he has a face scan. Or maybe that's AJ Green's face scan. That looks a lot like AJ Green. And I guess James Gardner from Miami of Ohio. Never heard of him. Alright, so after we look at the line stiff chart, I will cut Hauschka. Just gotta make sure I can hear myself still. Never heard of him. Alright, AP wants to sign Terry Godwin. RMP's gonna be ticked off, but okay. That's fine. Here's the offense. Here is the defense. Does this look good, Ian? You can make changes. Alright, then AP wants to cut Hauschka and sign Terry Godwin. You're a Georgia fan. Georgia's going down this year. Watch out for Justin Herbert. Quack, quack. Quack, quack, baby. Herbert's better than Fromm, confirmed. Oh, Hauschka's already cut? When did I cut him? Just now? Yeah, I did. I don't know why I just totally forgot that. I thought I traded... You traded him in the AJ Green deal? Let me see. No, you traded Daniel Jones, Larry Allen III, and a second-round pick in 2021. Alright, Green Bay for Colin. And then we'll look at Washington. And then we are ready to simulate. I did not plan on starting at 5:55 Eastern Time, but I guess we are. Fromm is a stud. Well, it's a shame he's not going to win the Heisman Trophy next year. I assume you want Saquon starting, probably. And specialist. What's up, Carter? Welcome to the stream. Alright, Washington. Brian Lewerke starting at quarterback. I know Drew Brees started there last year. Can we watch the Cards-Packers preseason game? Absolutely not. We are not watching preseason. We are here for the regular season and the regular season only. The Cardinals will not be watched in this episode. We will see them a lot this year. It's a 3-4. So Jerry Tillery won't start. Just completed the Fox NFL ticker. Good stuff. I guess Rieger can change his scheme if he wants. Maybe move one of these two to left outside and 4-3. Because I assume he wants Tillery to play. Alright, and then my lovely team. We got to see the Cards-Falcons game. We are definitely watching the Cardinals-Falcons game, yes. By the way, Dalvin Tomlinson, if you want to trade for him. Along with a bunch of other players. This team is stacked. This team is stacked, people. I have Riley Ridley. I forgot about that. I didn't even realize I had him. Huh. Alright, let's simulate. To the regular season. Ba-boom. Alright, Xavier just DM'd me 2 years ago, so if you want to DM him, now is the time. He asked me about getting Kyler Murray, which, if you guys want Kyler, I package. Once we head to the regular season, I will check if Saquon is starting, because I know I changed that for the Packers. Alright, let's check Green Bay real quick. You don't need Kyler. Do they have Kamara starting or Mr. Barkley? Okay, they do have Saquon. Unless Colin wants different. Alright, so the first game, I don't know why I went back on us, because we are watching the Packers game. We will do skill points as well. Quinnen Williams is an 84 already. Myles Garrett. Alvin Kamara is starting. Alright, it looks like Kamara is starting. So Saquon is a backup running back in the OFL. That feels weird. I mean, if you're willing to trade me Saquon, I mean, I'll take him. I have plenty of assets that I have no problem giving up. Don't do that now. He can do that now. Oh, don't do skill points now? I won't give it to DeAndre Baker. Alright. Do we want to do skill points, yes or no? Saquon has the power back. Or we can just do auto upgrade if y'all would rather that. Shall we do auto upgrade? Falcons and Bucks close to an Adrian Amos trade. Nick is probably triggered. He's not getting hard right now. Alrighty, the first game of season number 2 of the OFL about to kick off about 10 or 15 minutes later than I was hoping for. But that's me being lazy during the preseason. It's my own fault. Nick, if you want Adrian Amos, you gotta send that man a DM. Alrighty. So without further ado, let's get right into this football game, folks. Lambeau Field. Lions versus Packers. Don't worry, I know it says that I'm the Packers. I can't change it, but don't worry, I'm not gonna have an impact on the game. Gonna send a DM of the ticker. Alright, I'll let you know. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot to turn injuries off. Or on. Alright, so no one's getting hurt week 1. He's not responding. Nice. Alright, so I forgot to turn injuries off, or I forgot to turn injuries on, so we will not have any injuries this week, so you don't have to worry about that, I guess. I don't know. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Detroit Lions, led by head coach. Alright, Ian Billmeyer, I think that's how you say it. And the Green Bay Packers, led by head coach Colin Mentor, here at Lambeau Field for week 1 of OFL action. The OFL is back after a few months absence, as we have both of these two teams. The Lions have a new coach. They've made a few moves. Meanwhile, the Packers have also made a few moves this offseason, acquiring players like Alvin Kamara and Matt Ioannidis. They also added Ja'Kai Polite and Hollywood Brown in the NFL draft. The Lions have traded for Brandon Linder. They did trade away Zach Martin, and they didn't have any high draft picks because users were trading for all the CPU picks. Gave him a good deal for Amos. There's Larry Fitzgerald, one of the greatest to ever do it. The Packers last year, I forget how they did. I want to say they won like 6 or 7 games. They got Ryan Kerrigan along with some of his other teammates. Patrick Mahomes, one of them. I think that other one might have been Brandon Graham, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, we're going on slow. End of game. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the kicker set to kick it off. I believe that's Marquette King. And the OFL season is underway. That is Humphrey. I want to say Lil John Humphrey, probably back deep to return it. He brings it to the 24-yard line. Here comes out the Detroit offense, led by third-year quarterback out of Texas Tech University, Patrick Mahomes II, 78 overall. He is a cannon for an arm, and he has some mobility to him as well. Let's see if his Lions can make some noise here against their rivals. It is Lil Jordan. I figured because of the long hair, and I assumed it wasn't Marlon Humphrey, the only other Humphrey I would think of. All right, first down, Patrick Mahomes and Melvin Gordon in the backfield for the Lions. 3 receivers set. It's going to be a handoff for Gordon. Melvin Gordon gaining about 7 yards. Good start for the Detroit Lions. Second down and 3 now. That was a quick transition. Hit how you can watch games and how you can't watch games in franchise easily. This is watching it quite easily. All right, second down and 3. Jordan Reed is the motion man. Play clock winding down. Another handoff for Melvin Gordon. He breaks the tackle and is wrapped up by, I believe, Shaquille Griffin, but not before getting a first down. The first down of the season here in the OFL. Or OFL, the second season. Also, you can't switch teams in franchise games. Yeah, it's a little annoying. First down, Godwin in motion. It's going to be a pitch for Melvin Gordon, and he's wrapped up, only gaining around 2 yards, as the Lions have been focusing on running the ball so far, and they have one of the better running backs in the league in Melvin Gordon. Wrapped up by number 21. I can't tell who that is. Blake Martinez also there with the tackle. Setting up a second down and 9 for Detroit. Melvin Gordon in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. 2 receivers, 1 on each side. It'll be a play-action pass. Mahomes looking somewhat deep down the field. He connects with Jordan Reed, who breaks the tackle and will gain 23 yards. You're facing the Bungles. All right. They were a user for a little bit. First down now for 41. Detroit's offense is looking good so far. Mahomes will go for another play action. Mahomes looking deep. It's incomplete. Nice coverage by the Green Bay secondary. That'll set up a second down and 10. Here's a look at the Lions starting line. Braden Linder, who was with the Saints last year. James Hurst, Ben Jones, John Jerry, and Trent Brown in the skill positions. Melvin Gordon, Isaiah Crowell, Demarius Thomas, Chris Godwin, and Jordan Reed. Second down and 10 for the Lions. 4.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. As Patrick Mahomes looking to throw it. Mahomes, he's going to find Kendall Wright. That was almost snagged by the corner, but Wright able to make the play. That is a sick tricker, AP. I really like it. Anyway, first down at the 30. That was, I assume, Kareem Jackson with the tackle, probably. Not entirely sure. As Mahomes scrambling a little bit. Mahomes, he's going to find Chris Godwin, who loses the juice. Hit hard by Jackson. As the former Tampa Bay Buccaneer in his 3rd year from Penn State. Let's look at Green Bay's defense. Matt Ioannidis, Henry Anderson, and Marcus Davenport. On the linebacking core, Ja'Kai Polite, Blake Martinez, Jared Davis, and Shaquem Griffin. In the secondary, Marcus Peters, Landon Collins, Monte Nicholson, and Shaquille Griffin. Almost 100 at 9:55. It hasn't changed, has it? 9:59 now. Okay, so 4 subs, probably from a mock draft. As Melvin Gordon gains about 2 yards. 41 subs away, boys. Green Bay does have a very good secondary. Griffin, Peters, Landon Collins, those are 3 quality players. And then Monte Nicholson's a young developmental prospect. They're down an 8 of the 28. Welcome, RNP. We have not watched the Panthers-Falcons game yet. Just want to let you know that is Lil Jordan Humphrey with the touchdown, the first touchdown of the OFL season. The rookie out of Texas. And the Detroit Lions will take a 7-0 lead, assuming they make the kick. As bad coverage by Marcus Peters in Detroit is on the board here in Lambeau Field. Lil Jordan Humphrey, the Longhorn. Take a look from the pylon cam as he outruns, I want to say that's Monte Nicholson probably. And the Lions are the first ones to score. I wanted to have the quarters at 8 minutes, not 7. So for the Panthers-Falcons game, we'll move it to 8. I forgot to do that too. As Humphrey with the celebration with his teammate on to kick the extra point. This will make it a 7-0 game. I believe this is Justin Tucker. Ryan Finley, the rookie from NC State, with the hold. It is right down Main Street. That is Justin Tucker. And the Lions with a 9-play, 75-yard drive, resulting in a score. Kansas getting revenge. I don't know how we lost that last time. So, We need to win. We definitely cannot lose next week against K-State, or else there's no way we're winning the regular season title. And then we need Texas Tech to lose as well. And Justin Tucker set to kick this one deep. It'll be Crockett who gets it in the back of the end zone. He will take a knee. And here comes out Baker Mayfield and the Green Bay Packers offense. How did you miss the playoffs last year? Your team got very unlucky. Here's Mayfield, 83 overall, entering his second season. He won NFC Offensive Rookie of the Year last season. And he now has Alvin Kamara added to his offense, along with some other good players like Saquon Barkley and Brandon Cooks. First down for the Green Bay offense. They're going to be starting at the 25. AK-41, Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Kansas State lost. Let's go. As Alvin Kamara gets the handoff, he gains only 1. I forgot to change his number to 41. I'll do that after the game. Man, I keep forgetting things. Here's a look at the Packers offense. Jawan Taylor, the rookie, Kevin Zeitler, James Daniels, DeMar Dotson, and Deion Dawkins in the skill positions. Brandon Cook, Saquon Barkley, Alvin Kamara, Larry Fitzgerald, and the rookie Marquise Hollywood Brown. Second down and 9. Kamara in the backfield, as it will be a pass. Baker Mayfield looking to throw it. He has time, and he's going to find the veteran, Larry Fitzgerald. The young guy finds the old guy for a gain of 11 and a Packer first down. Why is the Green Bay coach Chinese? I don't know. That's just the face I happen to choose. Welcome to the stream, Ben, by the way. As Larry Fitz decided to return this season, his second year with the Packers. After spending his whole career in Arizona, he's been playing tight end for Green Bay as well. That's also a transition in itself. First down for the Packers. Ian Billmeyer not too thrilled with his defense so far. Taco Fall is still playing. It always seems like he's still playing. I feel like he's been in college basketball forever. Anyway, bad pass from Mayfield. Could have been intercepted if 54 was looking. It looked like it went off of Cook's foot. Let's take a look at the Detroit defense. Brandon Graham, Benny Logan, Michael Bennett on the defensive line. The linebacking core, Ryan Kerrigan, the rookie, Devin Bush, Raekwon McMillan, and Christian Kirksey in the secondary. Darius Big Play Slay, Kenny Vaccaro, Brian Body Calhoun, and Jimmy Ward coming from the Atlanta Falcons. WWE does not approve of the name. I don't get it because I don't know wrestling. Anyway, second down and 10. The former Oklahoma Sooner Heisman Trophy winner Mayfield scrambling like he's late on a date, and he will not get anything. That'll be a half a sack for Ryan Kerrigan and Darius Big Play Slay, setting up a third down and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Their offense wants to get on the right foot, and that wouldn't do it. Tell Ox the story. What story? Oh, about Ben? You have to pick that. I assume that was the first down play. I guess the story about Ben, whoever that is. As let's take another look. Baker Mayfield scrambling. He's solid on the ground, but Kerrigan and Slay, two of the Lions' better defensive players, were able to get there. Third down and 10 now for the Packers. Can they convert here on third down? As Baker Mayfield and Kamara in the backfield. Mayfield looking to throw it. He's going to find a wide open Brandon Cooks up the middle for a first down, gaining 22 yards. As Cooks, who is on his third NFL team, the Rams don't really count. Brian Body Calhoun was the one with the tackle. Got to make sure I can hear myself again, because why not? Alright, now I can hear myself. What's up, Garrett? Welcome to the stream. Kansas won. Let's go. We got our revenge on West Virginia after they shouldn't have beat us, and the Wildcats lost. It's a good day to be a Jayhawk right now. Yeah, pretty sure the game already happened. Anyway, first down for the Packers. Kamara, Mayfield, and Barkley on the backfield. Fake handoff for Kamara. Mayfield is sacked on the play by the big nose tackle, Benny Logan, the former Eagle and Chief. Nice play right there by Logan, who was easily able to get by the center and right guard, or left guard, I don't know. Okay, yeah, we did win. We're up by 25 with not much time left in the second half. Big win for the Jayhawks. As on 2nd and 15, Mayfield looking to recover after being sacked, and he's going to be sacked again. This time it's by Michael Bennett. What was the final score of the AAF game? I have no clue. All I know, it was the Iron and the Stallions, I want to say. I think it was the Stallions. Big win for the Jayhawks, man. That's huge for us. Getting revenge. Now we just need to beat Kansas State next weekend and Texas Tech this week. As Bennett, the former Seattle Seahawk, making the play. Was he on any other team? I feel like he was on a team before Seattle. It's not popping up, though. Wish UPFX would respond. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Kansas State lost to Iowa State. Thank you very much, Cyclones. As we don't need to see the replay for 30 seconds. When the Lions were on offense, we didn't see any replays. Oh, it's the end of a quarter. That's why. The Iron won. I think I picked him to lose. Even though my gut told me I should pick him to win. But whatever. Alright, first quarter's in the books, and it's the Detroit Lions with a 7-0 lead. Green Bay has the football, however, it's now 3rd down and 20-something. As your sponsor for today's OFL game is Gatorade. Your commentators are not Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They're actually Mr. Octagonal. As now it is 3rd down and 23. 40 subs away from 1K, boys. As Mayfield looking to throw it. He will find Curtis Samuel for a nice gain. He is about 2 yards shy of the first down. It looks like Green Bay is in field goal range. Kenny Vaccaro bringing him down. Pumped that his team did not allow the first down. And Green Bay will go out for the field goal. Not sure who their kicker is. This is a 49-yard kick. The Lions don't look like they're prepared for a fake. I don't know if that means anything. Eric Dungy, the holder. It's up. And it is right down Main Street. Beautiful kick for Will Lutz. As these two teams have two of the best kickers in the business, Justin Tucker and Will Lutz. As the Green Bay Packers are on the board, and both of these two teams have finished out their first possessions with points. 7-3 is your score. The Lions are on top. Marquette King to kick it off. It will be received by Lil Jordan Humphrey, who got the touchdown on the last drive. How close is you and the Bucks deal for Amos? Let's see. All right, here returns the Lions offense. Very solid first drive for Patrick Mahomes and the crew. Let's see if they can do it again. You would have been mad if they got that. I assume that is in the first down. It's first down for the Lions. Mahomes and I assume Melvin Gordon in the backfield here on first down. Gordon will get the handoff. He has a hole, and Gordon hit hard by Monte Nicholson after gaining 7. That'll set up a 2nd down and 3 for the Detroit Lions. Think San Antonio's the best D. You're a Commanders fan. They only let us score 6 points last week. As on 2nd down and 3, another handoff for Gordon, and he gets another nice run, trying to break the tackle. That's a gain of 15. You overpaid for Amos too, but he has not responded either. We got 10 people on the stream, and I think we've gained 5 subs since the stream started. I don't know if any of those subs are because of the stream or of a mock draft, but there you go. He is a hole, so does my girlfriend sips coffee. I was trying to think of a joke with that, but I couldn't, so. Cap may play a role. Yeah, you have, like, no cap space. So you're going to have to trade players who you know have money or have some with big contracts. It is first down for the Detroit Lions. As Mahomes and Gordon in the backfield. 2 receivers lined to the left, 1 to the right. It'll be a handoff for Melvin Gordon, who is tackled shy of midfield. That'll set up a 2nd down and 7 for the Lions. Patrick Mahomes under center. Gordon in the backfield. 2 tight ends set, 1 on each side. Gordon gets the handoff. Gordon trying to run for the first down. He is wrapped up by, I believe, Henry Anderson. That'll set up a 3rd down and 4. Turn cap off, please. No. We can't go that crazy. As it looks like it's going to be a 5-wide set for the Lions. Mahomes looking to throw it. And he will connect with his tight end, Jordan Reed, who will convert for the first down. Lions now have it up for 40. 3.5 minutes to go here until halftime. Lions have the lead 7-3. Yes, we're definitely not turning off cap space. Mahomes looking to throw it. Screen pass for Demaryius Thomas, who drops it. Nice hit by, I believe, one of the Griffin brothers, probably Shaquille. As Shaquille is the one with the shooter sleeve. 2nd and 10, Mahomes fakes the handoff, looking to throw it. Mahomes dropping back. He's going to sail one deep down the field, and it's going to be intercepted by Shaquille Griffin. There were 3 Packers in the area, and Griffin is the one who makes the play, the former Seattle Seahawk in his 3rd year from the University of Central Florida. Very bad pass from Mahomes. It looked like Jordan Reed was the intended target. Take another look. No, that's Demaryius Thomas who was the intended target. Playing Super Bowl in the Madden with your 49ers 11 years in the future, up 17-13. 11 years in the future. Wow. All right, here comes the Green Bay Packers offense after their defense was able to force a turnover. Not getting them great field position, clearly, but turnover is a turnover nonetheless. At least for 3 worst players on your team on a position that has a lot of depth. First down for Green Bay. Handoff for Alvin Kamara. Green Bay is going to try to get out of safety zone. And that's a good start as Green Bay gains 4. Quality play right there if you're a Packer fan. That'll set up a 2nd down and 6. Just over 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Lions have only allowed 5 rushing yards. Packers have only ran the ball twice, so that doesn't really say much. As Mayfield hands it back off for Kamara with the spin move. Kamara, there he goes down the field. Will he take it to the house? Vaccaro trying to catch him. He breaks the tackle. 93 yards for an Alvin Kamara touchdown. And the Green Bay Packers will take the lead. What a run from Kamara. Excellent spin move at around the 15-yard line. And he knew where to go after that. The former New Orleans Saint and Tampa Bay Buccaneer. And the Packers take the lead with about 2.5 minutes, probably a little bit over, left to go in the half. TG to the Panthers. Has he been traded? Because I know AP signed him. Big thief right there. As Green Bay takes the lead. Assuming Will Lutz makes the PAT, it'll be 10-7. And he does make it. 10-7. 2 plays, 97 yards. Capped off by a 93-yard run from AK. I guess 24 in this game. Alvin Kamara, who was acquired from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Tyler Lockett in a 7th round selection. Check Discord, will do. Okay, so I assume Terry Godwin has been traded. Yeah, for a 7th round pick. Alright, that's not an unreasonable trade for either side. AP pretty much getting a 7 for 3, and RMP gets a guy who he really likes for not too much of a price. Played all 16 games every year, and about another season of playoffs. Haven't won the bowl yet using Canes, sliders, and that franchise guy's draft classes. Alright, Lions have a football back. They threw an interception on their last drive. Melvin Gordon starts with the football. I'm noticing a trend that the Lions are running the ball at the beginning of the drive, and then once they get to midfield, they just forget about the run and decide to air it out. TG the GOAT. More of a Riley Ridley fan. Well, if you want to trade Riley Ridley, you know who to contact. Anyway, 2nd down and 5. Mahomes looking to throw it. He has time. He's going to find Jordan Reed, who makes the catch, breaking the tackle from Jared Davis, the former Lion. And that'll be a 1st down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. The real franchise guy is better than that franchise guy. Absolutely. FG the man. Anyway, we have hit the 1-minute and 57-second warning to be exact. Landon Collins talking it over with his 2nd-year head coach, Colin Mentor. As there's a look at the score by quarter, the Lions started this game off with a little Jordan Humphrey touchdown, but the Packers have come back and have the lead with 1:57 left to go here in the half. Green Bay does start the 2nd half off with the football. Jeb Blazevich, that's a cool name, 420 Blaze It, as that was right in the hands of Marcus Peters, who has very good hands for a cornerback, but he drops it. FG and TFG are both your dad. 2nd down and 10, handoff for Gordon, who gains 2. No hands indeed. I don't know how he dropped that. That's not like it's someone with no hands. That's Marcus Peters, who's very good at getting interceptions. That's his bread and butter. They're down in 7. Mahomes finds Jordan Reed, who will run for the first down. He will use his athleticism to make that play. We're getting no replays when the Lions are on offense, but when the Packers are on offense, we're getting replays for everything. Anyway, first down. Mahomes looking to throw it. Less than a minute and a half to go. Mahomes scrambling. Mahomes, risky throw, double coverage, and it's incomplete. That could have been a lot worse for the Lions. Just keep running the ball. There's only a minute 22 left, but at the same time, the Lions are past midfield and they have all 3 timeouts. So I think it makes sense to run the ball. You don't want Green Bay getting the football back with a minute to go in the half. Even though it wasn't complete, that wasn't a bad throw. It's just very risky. Second down and 10. Mahomes, short pass for Kendall Wright for a gain of 3. Detroit will go in no huddle here on third down and 7. Mahomes and Gordon in the backfield. 3 receiver set. Jordan Reed lined to the right of the line as Mahomes will unsurprisingly throw it. Mahomes under pressure, and it's going to be thrown away out of bounds, and Green Bay will get the ball with a minute to go and all 3 timeouts here in the half. You guys just let Miami score. Who was Miami's quarterback? Some random dude, probably. Anyway, on to punt for the Lions is someone who I have no clue. It's Thomas Morstead. Okay. Morstead to the punt, and that one will go in the back of the end zone for a touchback. The return men unable to return it, and there are a little bit less than a minute, 56 seconds left for Green Bay to drive down the field. Green Bay is double trouble as they start the second half with the football. Let's see if they can take advantage of this very nice opportunity. 56 seconds left to go. Who the heck is Thomas Morstead? He's been the Saints punter for a while. It is first down for Green Bay. Kamara in the backfield. They have all 3 timeouts as Mayfield looking to throw it. He's going to find the rookie, David Sills, the 5th, with his first career catch. Coach Colin Mentor uses his first timeout. They have 2 remaining. We'll be right back in a moment. And we are back, folks, here at Lambeau Field. Packers have a lead 10-7. They just used their first timeout. It's Frank Bonner Jr. I assume he's fake. Well, since his name is Junior, maybe it's not fake. I don't know. Anyway, first down for the Packers after a nice gain by David Sills. Handoff for AK-24. Kamara, who had the big run on the last drive, he gains 10. Didn't look like he crossed the first down marker, though, and Coach Mentor uses his second timeout. He got onside during the Super Bowl. Thomas Morstead did? I guess that was Super Bowl 44, because that was the first Super Bowl I ever watched, so I don't fully remember that game. I also fully didn't understand football, but I was starting to get into it. He was a USC Trojan, or he is a Trojan. Anyway, second down and inches. Mayfield to Kamara. Nice tackle by number 57. I believe that's for rookie Devin Bush. You change a lot of guys' names. Nice. First down at the 46. Clock ticking. 30 seconds to go. Mayfield looking to throw it. Short pass for Kamara again, who gets the first down, but Green Bay will likely have to use their final timeout. They don't. And they're not in much of a hurry. The clock is just ticking. They're letting the clock tick. Are they just going to go for the field goal? No, they're letting it go. They are in no hurry. 10 seconds left to go. Rookie mistake by head coach Mentor. This will be the last play of the half unless Kamara is down quick enough, and he's down with 1 second to go. Green Bay does call the timeout. You watched 36 when you were 2? Yeah, I did not know what football was when I was 2. Let's just say that. I didn't really know what anything was when I was 2. 1 second left to go. Here comes out Will Lutz for his second field goal of the day to make it a 6-point game. This one is from 45 yards out. He made one from, I want to say, 49 yards out earlier. Kick is up, and it is a beauty. And the Packers, 13 unanswered to end the first half. They take the lead 13-7 and start the second half off with the football. A somewhat inefficient first half from Mahomes and the Lions offense after a very good first drive. The Packers had that big run from Alvin Kamara. Their offense has been efficient as Baker Mayfield, I want to say, is 7 for 8. Let's take a look around the league. None of these are user games, by the way. Tennessee taking on the Browns in the first half. We got ourselves a very good game. Cleveland up by 1 with 16 seconds left to go. Josh Rosen and Lamar Jackson each with a pair of passing touchdowns. Now we headed out to Jacksonville, Everbank Field, and Big Ben and the Texans have a 21-10 lead with 15 seconds to go. Jacksonville was the worst team in the league last year, only winning 4 games, and they had the #1 pick before trading it to Arizona. And now Baltimore, 41 seconds left in the half, and it's Oakland with a 14-6 lead. Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota, those two obviously know each other quite well. Top 2 picks in the 2015 draft, battling it out here on opening week. And so far, it's Mariota and Oakland who have the lead. Welcome to the stream, Michael. First Super Bowl you watched was Ravens 49ers. That was a good game. That was a really good game. You knew which football was when you were 3. First Super Bowl you watched was Packers Steelers. That was, I would say, the first Super Bowl where I really knew what was going on. The Saints Colts one, I was starting to know what football was, but I didn't really get it. You went for the Steelers because of Rashard Mendenhall. I remember Rashard Mendenhall. He was a good player back in his day. First one you watched was Broncos Panthers. You just slept through the middle. I remember I slept right at the end of the game because the ending was not exciting. I also slept when there was about 12 minutes left in the 4th quarter of Super Bowl 51, cough, cough. You knew what football and girls were when you were 2, your favorite things. Your girlfriend is great. She can't be counted. All right, second half underway. Green Bay has the football. He went to Illinois. I figured when you mentioned Mendenhall, first thing that popped up was must have went to Illinois. Anyway, Mayfield here on first down. He's going to find... Is that John Brown? I think that's John Brown. Either John Brown or Jaron Brown. It's going to say Jay Brown regardless, which makes it fun. But it's just a matter of who. Yours was Pats Rams, the first Pats Rams. And unfortunately, they both ended in the same result, sadly. Oh, Hollywood Brown. I totally forgot about that. Silly me. First down for the Packers. Mayfield hands it off for Alvin Kamara for a gain of 1. 5 carries for 109 yards so far. Of course, he got 93 of them on 1 run, but still, very solid nonetheless. How many subs is he at? Still 960, 240 views on the mock draft. Second down and 9 for Green Bay. Baker Mayfield looking to throw it. Mayfield's going to be intercepted. That's for rookie Devin Bush. Was not a bad pass, but if Mayfield lofted it a little more, Bush would not have made the play. I assume probably picked him the 2nd or 3rd round out of Michigan, playing for his college's home team, I guess. And Bush with a big turnover for Detroit. You think you watched Saints Colts, but you had no clue what was going on. All I remember was I had all my helmets out. I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know any of the players. I would say Super Bowl 45 was the first time I knew the players. And then, obviously, I've progressed with knowledge more and more each year. Is this the Baker Mayfield from the Texans game? What? Oh, where he was throwing... Oh, yeah, he sucked that game. Anyway, first down for the Lions. Mahomes looking to throw it. Patrick Mahomes has time, scrambling like eggs on a frying pan, and he will be sacked, only losing 3. That's Marcus Davenport, second-year man from the University of Texas, San Antonio. You were 10 when, I guess, the Saints Colts was. You had your friends over, you picked Colts 34-23. Maybe that wouldn't have happened if Sean Payton didn't have big balls. He has big balls, but he also has a small heart, because he's not the greatest of people. I'm not saying he's a terrible person, but he's not particularly a friendly guy. You remember playing indoor football and watching West Virginia play someone when you were 3? First time I knew the players probably was before you were born. You're probably right. First one was the 08 Giants Pats. Oh yeah, that game. The one with the David Tyree catch. So Garrett is 20 now, I guess so. Anyway, second down and 13. Gordon with a nice run wrapped up by Blake Martinez for a gain of about 4. Setting up a third down and 9 for Detroit. Yeah, they ripped through his gym shorts. 3rd and 9 for the Lions. Mahomes looking to throw it. Pretty big play here. Mahomes, he's twirling around like a ballerina in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked by the rookie Ja'Kai Polite. The Lions going for the punt here on 4th down and 11. Thomas Morstead. Very good punt. Looks like it'll be down in the end zone, however. You know some people in Indy Colts. I don't think I knew people in Indy Colts. I would say the first one I knew people was probably Packers Steelers. I remember I had this big book of like all the best football players. The only one from the Lions was Kerryon Johnson. So that's why he became my favorite. And he's still my favorite athlete all time to this day. Even though Kerryon's making a nice case for himself. Anyway, first down for the Packers. Mayfield hands it off for Kamara. Nice play by the cornerback, number 20. Indy versus Colts, April 5th, boys. April 28th. So April 25th, I guess, is Garrett, and April 5th, I guess, is RMP. Pair of April days is Alvin Kamara. Gains 3. You had that book, too? I didn't even say the title of the book. If I know the title of the book. I want to see if you remember. Just because. I remember that book. That was a really cool book. June 5th. Indy versus Colts. Did I say Indy versus Colts? Oh, no, AP said that. Anyway, third down and 4. That's going to be Hollywood Brown for the first down conversion. The Oklahoma to Oklahoma connection. Mayfield and Brown, of course, played college ball together. And we're seeing all these replays when the Packers are on offense, but not the Lions. I guess that's because I chose the Packers as the user. You watch the Indy versus Colts game. That's the best game ever. When Indianapolis played the Colts, that was a really good game. That went down on a wire. Wink, wink. Anyway, 2:19 left to go here in the third quarter. Packers up by 6. First down. Hand off for Alvin Kamara. A little bit surprised Saquon Barkley's not touched the ball once today. It listed all the players. Matt Ryan was ATL, you think? I would assume... Oh, shoot. Wrong button. Alright, I dropped my controller. I'm pretty sure there was a couple players from Atlanta. I think Michael Turner was there. Roddy White. Roddy White was the man back in the day. And I don't know if there were any other ones. Oh, probably Tony Gonzalez, of course. Second down and 7. Kamara with the handoff. Wrapped up by, I guess, Raekwon McMillan, maybe? I don't know. Didn't Andrew Luck. The Indy quarterback choked the game away. Roddy White and Julio Jones, for the few years they were together, that was a fun tandem, especially when Julio had the dreadlocks. Now times have changed. Now he has Calvin Ridley, Mohamed Sanu. They're down in 5. Lions defense knows they need a stop. As Mayfield dancing in the pocket a little bit. He will find his target for a first down conversion. That's Hollywood Brown. He was for Julio before Julio. I wouldn't say Roddy was as good as Julio, but I was a big fan of Roddy. You former UAB Blazer, I believe. And as you can see, Hollywood Brown, it looked like he got both his feet in bounds. Question is, did his left foot go out before his right foot hit the ground? Probably not. I don't know many people who walk on their left foot and then walk on it again before going to their right foot. FG's always been your dad. FG's my mom, wink wink. Curtis Samuel, former Buckeye, gains 7. Anyone remember Josh Cribbs? He was one of the best kick returners. He was a very good return man and all. Very fun gadget player. I think he'd be used a little bit better now. Anyway, second down and 3. Baker Mayfield looking to throw it. He's going to look deep for Curtis Samuel, who gained 27. 2011 was better, though. Julio's dreads were nice. As Samuel, the former Buckeye, in this would be his 3rd season. Spent his first year with Carolina. I assume... Actually, who knows where he spent his 2nd season, because Green Bay picked him up as a free agent, so anyone's guess where he played last year. Peyton Hillis, the former Madden cover player. That was the first Madden I ever got, Madden 12, with the legend himself, Peyton Hillis. As the third quarter is in the books, we got ourselves a pretty interesting game, but the Packers are looking good, and they should win this one, but the Lions can make a few big plays and be right back in it. Neither team scored in the third quarter. It just said the Packers scored 10 in quarter number 2, even though that's a total lie. For this season, unless you are a Browns, Chiefs, Pats, or Rams fan, it sucked. Yeah, I'd say that's fair. Madden 13 was your first one. What was the first game I got right when it came out for Madden? Probably 13. I know I got 12 for Christmas. I got 25 for Christmas. And then I think all the other ones I got early when they came out. You don't know or care? Madden 13 for the Wii. I remember I was playing Madden 13 for the Wii, and my mom told me they weren't making Madden 25 for the Wii, so I was sad. But then one of my friends got an Xbox 360, and then I was like, yeah, I have to get one. So, there you go. 2nd down and 2, as Mayfield will connect with Brandon Cooks for the touchdown, and the Packers will extend their lead. Mayfield's first passing touchdown of the season. Brown season wasn't great till the end. I guess you're right. Your first was 07 with Sean Alexander. And it's a very good thing I got that Xbox 360, or else there would be no such thing as Westlake. Boo-hoo. On the PlayStation 2, the only PlayStation I have is the lovely 4. As Green Bay will go for 2, trying to make it a 14-point game with 6 and change left to go. Mayfield looking to throw it. He has all the time in the world. He runs into Kamara, and because of that, he will not get it. Easily could have gotten that, but that's Lawrence Guy with the tackle. You think your first was 25? I remember I got 25 and 12 for Christmas. I remember getting 25 for Christmas. That was my first, I would say, really good franchise mode of Madden. Because 12 and 13, all I did was fantasy drafts, and the franchise wasn't as good. The franchise, I would say, for Madden 12 and 13 for the Wii were very unique. Let me just say that. They were very unique. And I enjoyed those former Madden franchises. I remember I had a fantasy draft with the Bengals on 13, where I won every game like 100-0, and I didn't allow points one year until week 17. Your dad told me you were at your grandparents' house, put on a piece of paper, wrote the players you wanted for Mutt, and then you were upset. My first NCAA game was NCAA 14. I know that seems sad. I did end up getting 13, but I didn't play it too much. As Mahomes on first down, that could have been picked off by 25. It also could have been caught by Kendall Wright. Your favorite was 13 with the Chargers or 18 with the Bengals. You watched Onto the Boss. I remember I watched him a lot too. Back in like the Madden 16 days. As Jacksonville, who was down 21-10, has come back and has a 1-point lead, 25-24, over the Texans. I guess they might have kicked 5 field goals. Madden 17 Falcons fantasy draft franchise with no quarterbacks. 2nd down and 10 for Detroit. Mahomes looking to throw it. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to throw a dart for Demaryius Thomas, who was not covered at all. He was more wide open than a Burger King drive-thru. That'll set up first down at the 40. He hit 1 mil a while ago. Yeah, I think he hit it like 2 or 3 months ago, I want to say. Now for 40, Mahomes, he's going to find Melvin Gordon, the running back, for a gain of 8. That seems like a play I'd run in Westlake or the Dolphins. A short route for Alex Ellis or A.J. Dillon. First NCAA game was 12. Never allowed more than 3 points. Never allowed points in 3 seasons. That's even better than what I did in Madden 13. Jeez. I remember I had Joe Flacco as my quarterback. Steven Jackson as my running back. Obviously had to get Calvin. 3rd down and 2 now for the Lions. Big play. Mahomes has a wide open man. That's Demaryius Thomas, who will convert. Used to play Odd Show, play NCAA 12 Road to Glory. I mainly watched him for Madden. I think I might have watched his 14 Road to Glory. I think he played for Maryland, maybe. Shaquille Griffin with the tackle and the poor coverage. Never had an NCAA game. That's sad. You're missing out. NCAA is, I would say, probably the funnest game/series that I have. And all the series that I do are fun. I enjoy them all. So on first down, Gordon only gains 1 nice tackle by Henry Anderson, or Matt Ioannidis. They're both white. That's why I mixed them up. Ioannidis, who was picked up from, I want to say, the Jets this offseason. Jets or Broncos. I think it was the Jets. Gordon wrapped up a little bit shy of midfield. Now it's 2nd down and 11. He actually lost a yard. Not much time to go. 3:43. As Patty Mahomes, Patty Cakes. He will look to throw it. He will look short for Chris Godwin for a gain of 7. Lions got to start stretching the field soon, or else they're only going to score with maybe a minute and a half to go. And I don't trust them to stop Kamara 3 times. Almost got one for the Wii. Demaryius Thomas, yeah, he did get in a car wreck today. I heard the injuries are not serious, thank goodness. At least I don't think so, but certainly sucks for him. He lost his job since he got cut by the Texans and got in a car crash. And he tore his Achilles not too long ago, so his life probably isn't thrilling at the moment. They're down and 4. Mahomes looking to throw it. 3 minutes left to go. He's going to find Kendall Wright for a first down, wrapped up in the red zone. You enjoy recording Illinois the most? I would say I enjoy recording Westlake a little bit more than the other ones just because that's always a live comm. I'm always getting into it. But as I said, I enjoy recording all the series that I do. Garrett was black, but he's not anymore. They're both white. That's what you was like in school because you were black. All know the Falcons-Panthers game is the most anticipated. Absolutely. It is the primetime game of the weekend, which is why this game is first. Lions taking their sweet old time in no hurry at all. Gordon gets the handoff. Gordon, he will be wrapped up around the first down marker. I believe I would say he converted. No, he didn't. Tackle just short. You like recording Bears? You use whiteout? Never mind, oof. Alright, we've hit the 2-minute warning. This ending could be dramatic. The keyword is could. As the Green Bay Packers take the lead by a score of 19-7. The Lions do have it at the 10-yard line, however, so it's not impossible. As 10 plus 6 is not 19. They scored 13 in the second quarter. I need College Hoops 2K8 or NCAA 10. I think a throwback series could be an interesting concept. It's really fun halfway through the year. Second down and inches at the 10. Mahomes looking to throw it. Dumps it off short for Isaiah Crowell, who will fight his way for 2. Remember, you borrowed like Madden 17 from your cousin. You played as the Eagles on the Wii. You won every game and every Super Bowl. That's what we all did when we were young. We just won every game. We all cheesed. As Mahomes finds Demaryius Thomas, who is just short of the end zone. That could take off around 10 seconds of the clock. Unless the Lions don't score, then it could take off more. As Mahomes on second down, scrambling. He's looking short for Crowell. I don't know what he was thinking on that pass. That's going to be a loss of 3. Should have just thrown it away. Now it's third down and goal. Lions need a touchdown, or else this game is over. They know they can't use their timeouts. They need to savor them. Mahomes is sacked by Monte Nicholson. This is it. Fourth down and goal at the 12-yard line. If they don't get it, it's pretty much GG, and the Packers will win. Patrick Mahomes, he runs into Gordon or Crowell, whoever that is, and it's going to be intercepted. You can't spell intercepted without the D. That's Landon Collins who makes the play, and that'll end this game. The Packers get the win. You should do an NCAA 14 coaching career. I guess like coaching carousel. That's an interesting idea. Starting as an offensive coordinator somewhere or a defensive coordinator. That's a very interesting concept. You watch Isaiah Crowell play in your high school in 2010. Good stuff. Baker Mayfield, Patrick Mahomes. Well, in this game, I'd say Mayfield is better. 13 for 15. Gonna play Super Mario Odyssey. I got the game for Christmas a couple years ago. I haven't really played it too much. Gonna go to the bathroom. That is neat. Planning on having an NCAA franchise on 2K. I guess sort of like Loyola. As the Lions are using their timeouts. Alright, sim. We're gonna sim once the Packers get a first down. Once we know this game for sure is done. Because there's still a 99.7% chance of the Lions lose. Not 99.9. They could force a fumble, turn it to the house, and then get an onside kick, recover, and score another touchdown. It's possible. Second down and 3. Handoff for Kamara, and he is clobbered by Ryan Kerrigan. Setting up a third down and 5. You were 40 seconds behind and you didn't know? Oh, good job. Lions use their second timeout. This is the game. I would not be shocked if Green Bay throws the ball here. They just can't do anything stupid. Lions defense needs to be aggressive. They need to go for the football. They're down in 5. It's going to be a handoff for Kamara, who is stopped short. The Lions still have a somewhat 99.6% chance. Or I guess the Packers have a 99.6% chance. Looks like you might have to make a trade. I mean, yeah, your offense definitely was not great. Only 1 touchdown. Mahomes played very subpar. other than the first drive, as it'll be Wilson back deep to receive it, and he's going to be wrapped up at around the 28. You split your soda. Yeah, soda. I thought that said sofa for a second. You split your soda. Good job. Patrick Mahomes on the day, 15 for 24, buck 53, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. Certainly needs to improve. 34 seconds to go. Lions out of timeouts. They will need a miracle if they want to win this game. Going to play smash with Zion. As Patrick Mahomes sacked, losing 16. That's for rookie Ja'Kai Polite. Lions going to no huddle. Looks like they're going to spike it. None of their receivers are back yet. Clock is ticking away. Okay, it looks like that receiver was moonwalking. I don't know who that is. The dude on the left side, he was moonwalking. Victory formation, 27-23. Niners beat the Thins. It's what carpets are for. They're down in 25 after 12, 11 seconds to go. The Texans and the Jaguars tied on opening day. As Mahomes sailing one deep for Thomas, who drops it. Really nice pass by Patrick Mahomes, but Demaryius Thomas dropped it. 4th and 25, likely a Hail Mary. I hope he fumbles it. The Packers recover and score a touchdown, because that'd be kind of funny. Why are the Hornets in the playoffs? Why are the Pistons in the playoffs? As Mahomes' pass is incomplete. 3 seconds left to go. And for all Green Bay Packers fans out there, we will watch Baker Mayfield take the knee, just like Colin Kaepernick. 11 years, though, Super Bowl for your 49ers. Baker Mayfield takes the knee, and the Green Bay Packers start OFL opening day off with a win by a score of 19-7. Their offense was very solid. Obviously, the big run from Kamara was their only touchdown. Or no, they had the touchdown, the passing touchdown. I think Hollywood Brown called it, as they won in every facet of the game. Running the ball, passing the ball, average yards per play, which was over 10. And 2 takeaways and obviously more points. Why are the Cavs not the worst team in the league? You guys will still get R.J. Barrett or Ja Morant. Probably not Morant since he got Sexton, but... And there you have it, folks. The Packers start 1-0, Lions start 0-1. Let's see who got that one right and pick 'em. I totally forgot who I picked in that game, so... Cooks caught the touchdown, okay. Alright, so Colin, I assume, got the game right, yes. RMP got the game right, I got it right, AP got it right, EJ got it right, Nick got it right. So everyone got that game right. Everyone picked the Packers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, prime time. The Panthers are closer, so we'll just use them. Ao Desunmo is going in the first round in mock drafts. Nice. Who has your pick? Well, last year the Panthers had it. This year I think you still have it. Let me check. I'm pretty sure you still have it. Yes, you do. This is the life DMing of Thaddeus Moss right now, whoever that is, and the offseason for your 49ers. Rise up, that's not nice. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, prime time football. Here we go. The game that we've all been waiting for, Monday night. The Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Both of these teams have made some big moves. We're going to auto-upgrade their players. Can we do your team? Well, since we're going to auto-upgrade your players, I guess so. Randy Moss's son. Am I going to do the TG trade? Oh, that's right. I forgot to. AO going in the draft is not nice. You need him next year. Yeah, you guys do need him next year. Alright, so we'll make Terry Godwin the 4th receiver on the depth chart. RMP has a lot of depth at receiver. Doesn't really have that guy. Maybe Will Fuller. Cortland Sutton's going to be his 6th, and Gmo's not even going to be on the depth chart, which is hard for the Illinois fan. If you want to make any changes here, my fan might go to the FF next year, even if the Illini don't make it. The FF. I'm confuzzled. We need to draft Jarvis Stalkins, because you can't have nice things. Pick the Panthers in the next game. RMP, don't disappoint me. Playing as Zion versus Trey, Cameron, and RJ. So you got the Duke freshmen going against each other. I picked Carolina as well. I just think they have a little bit less holes than the Falcons, even though Atlanta does have more firepower. The Panthers quarterback did just win the league MVP last year, so. Oh, Final Four. Oh. RMP at the Final Four. That'd be cool. I'd love to go to the Final Four. Especially if the Jayhawks are there, but the way we've been playing this year, I don't see it. I'm not going to pick us to win in the brackets this year, even though I have the past 2 years. Right now, I think I'm going to pick either Duke or Tennessee to win it all. Maybe some other team like Michigan. I don't know. But we still have a month left to go college basketball with the conference tournament, so anything's possible. Isn't your scheme run heavy? Let me see. It is vertical zone run. It is a running scheme. Duke isn't going to win. Duke is the most talented team in the country. Obviously, they don't have the experience that a team like Tennessee has. Where's Aaron Rodgers playing? He is on the Steelers. OC's not going to make it. They were playing good at the beginning of the year, but they've been falling apart. Just lost to the Illini. Poor Buckeyes. Michigan over Duke, bet. You all have a brutal schedule. Yeah, the Big Ten. They got some teams in there. They got some dogs. Michigan, Michigan State, Wisconsin, and Indiana at times when they want to play good. Wait, why isn't Terry Godwin there? Can you change your playbook to the Panthers? I guess that's vertical zone run. Where's Godwin? Oh, he's the number 3 receiver. Oops. Want to keep vertical zone run? Alright, so I guess the Lions want to go vertical zone as well. And then AP, what jerseys do you want? I assume you're wanting throwbacks? You lost to Illinois. That should be more than enough proof. Absolutely. New England hates me right now. The Friars, Rams, Eagles, and Fisher Cats. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats? Is that like a... That sounds like a minor league baseball team. And then Boston College, I guess Rhode Island, and Providence. Vic throwbacks. The Dirty Bird Falcons. Okay. Falcons are an 85. Panthers are only an 81. Current away custom. What's that? That's not throwbacks. Current alternate classic. That makes me think of Michael Vick right there. That definitely does not make me think Michael Vick. So I assume you want these jerseys? Change your defensive playbook to the Lions. How the heck are you an 81? According to Ken Palm. So I guess this is right. Grew up 3 minutes from Providence. I know you said like your mom grew up in the same hometown as Westlake cornerback Wesley McNamara, somewhere in Rhode Island. Change the defensive scheme for the Cardinals to 4-3. Alright, we're going to change those schemes first, and then we will be on with our primetime game, 8-minute quarters. Because I forgot to change that for the first game. Oh, I got to do that as the Saints. Okay. Fun. What time is it? 6:52? The stream is going longer than I expected. Your dad is from Massachusetts? Massachusetts train? Because TG's before? Maybe that's why. base 4-3. It seemed like the Lions were running 3-4 more in the game. 46 is 100% scheme fit, if you want that. Duke up by 8. Who's Duke playing tonight? I know Tennessee's playing Kentucky. Did that already happen today? It might have. I don't know. Yes, you are indeed a 4-3. Choo-choo will love the trains in mass. Beantown is nice as well. Oh, Beantown, Boston. NC State. Smash. Zion is out. Where's Zion? Oh, Panthers, wrong team. Duke gave up 40 in one half to a team that scored 24 in a game. Oh yeah, they scored 24 against Virginia Tech. That's embarrassing. Virginia Tech only scored 47, but still. Alright, so Vic, Dirty Bird jerseys. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Need the two big defensive tackle to play together. So we've already seen one divisional game today in which the home team won. The Panthers are home in this one. Let's see if we'll have a similar result. As this Falcons team, very different. They traded pretty much their entire future when it comes to draft picks for quarterback Carson Wentz, as we have Wentz taking on Jared Goff. We already saw the one game where the top 2 picks in the 2015 draft were facing off on opening day. Now the top 2 picks in 2016's draft will be facing off on opening day, but this time we actually get to watch it, as the game I was talking about was the Raiders and the Ravens, which obviously we didn't watch, neither of them are users. RJ Barrett wins it. Illinois beat Michigan State by 5. We beat Michigan State by like 4, so Illinois better than us confirmed. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to US Bank Stadium. I think that's their stadium. As we have the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers Octagonal Football League prime time Monday night. Those aren't the right jerseys. Fudge. Well, it's too late to change them. Panthers going in their whites. Here comes out the reigning OFL MVP, who was traded from the Patriots to the Panthers this offseason in a swap of first-round deals, which that deal was a fleece for the Panthers, getting themselves a great quarterback. AP and RMP both hate UNC. Well, I hate Duke, so there's that. I don't hate Duke anywhere near as much as I hate Alabama in college football, but I don't like Duke, but they have fun players. I think these jerseys are cool. As Carolina's kicker / punter, whoever that is set to kick it off. And we are underway. Ryan Switzer back deep to return it. Switzer with a juke move brought down at the 27. They robbed a natty from you, Duke, or UNC. Oh yeah, in 05 with Mr. Williams, who ended up becoming a very good player. Here's a look at Carson Wentz, who was a Cardinal last year, now a Falcon. Let's see what he can do with his new team, as Coach Future gave up his entire future to get him. The Falcons are going all in on the next few seasons. Will it take advantage? They played illegible players in 05. That explains it. Wentz looking to throw it here on first down. Dumps it off for Gavin Escobar, the San Diego Fleet tight end. And in the OFL, he's an Atlanta Falcon tight end. Butgers is beating Iowa at halftime. Wow. What exactly this is this? This is the Octagonal Football League. It is a Discord sim league where we have fans as coaches, and they can make roster moves and stuff. We are watching this week's primetime game, Atlanta and Carolina, and it just started. This was the first play from scrimmage. Your sister said she saw her principal working out. Imagine seeing your principal work out. That'd be hilarious. Good start for Atlanta's offense. A gain of 8. The first pass is an Atlanta Falcon. for the former Eagle and Cardinal Carson Wentz, who's played for 3 teams, all 3 of which are Bird teams, is Devontae, the 3-man, with a nice run, gaining 2. That is enough for a first down. That run could have been a loss of 3. Roquan Smith, second-year man from the University of Georgia, with the tackle, the Panthers' first-round pick in the fantasy draft held back in September, or was it in late August? I don't remember. How the heck did you give up 2 on that? I have no clue. Panthers should have made a play. Nice run from Freeman as he juked out number 50, whoever that is. AJ Klein, maybe? I don't know. That's just a wild guess. Remember when Freeman burnt us last year in the OFL? Yeah, I remember that too. Kiko Alonso, that's who it was. Yeah, you're right. First down for the Atlanta Falcons. Handoff for Freeman. Once again, he's wrapped up. Only gaining 2 yards. Nice tackle. Did that before, and you looked at him with 40 pounds in each hand. Dang. Here's a look at the Atlanta Falcons offense. Greg Little, the rookie, BJ Finney, Daniel Kilgore, Zach Martin, and Morgan Moses. The skill position players, Julio Jones, Donnell Pumphrey, Devontae Freeman, Gavin Escobar, and some other receiver who can y'all tell me who that was? I forget. Second down and 8 for the Atlanta Falcons. Carson Wentz under center, as it will be a handoff for Devontae Freeman. Freeman's 3rd straight carry, and he loses a yard. Excellent play right there. Setting up a 3rd down and 9. That's Cam Chetzler with the tackle. Oh, Michael Thomas. That's right. He traded for Michael Thomas. Good defense indeed from the Panthers. Setting up a 3rd down and 9. 4 receiver set. Or no, that is a 5-wide set. As Wentz is going to be intercepted by Dre Kirkpatrick, a free agent signing, and Kirkpatrick brought down at the 24. Big start to this game for Carolina's defense, as Kirkpatrick, who was signed in free agency this offseason, makes a big play. The other starter, or one of the other starters, alongside rookie Greedy Williams. I thought the Texans and Jaguars tied. Now the bottom tricker is telling me that the Texans won the game. Alright, there you go. You want the Falcons to win? Alright, looks like that boy is rooting for the Falcons. The Falcons are AP's team, and the Panthers are RMP's team. That wasn't a terrible pass from Wentz. That was just a really good defensive play by Dre Kirkpatrick, the former Cincinnati Bengal, and I have no clue where he played last year in this league. First down for the Panthers. Here comes out the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff. Handoff for Kareem Hunt. He will lose a yard. Wrapped up, I want to say that's Deion Jones and his Falcons, not really debut, but he didn't play for them last year. Jared Goff and Carson Wentz have been through everything together. They were the top 2 picks in 2016. Both traded this offseason. Carson Wentz going from Arizona to Atlanta. Goff from New England to Carolina. And now they're playing each other on Monday night. Opening day as Kareem Hunt gains only 2. Anthony Davis wants to come to Charlotte. There we go, female kicker. I have to make a bunch of kicking jokes today. Does Anthony Davis want to play for Cleveland? No, okay. Anthony Davis, the LeBron replacement. Dallas beats Buffalo 33-9. The Bills got absolutely spanked. 3rd down and 9 for Carolina. Jared Goff, a reigning OFL MVP. He will find Sims. I assume that's Deion Sims, probably, for a gain of 20. Yeah, Deion Sims. He wants to go anywhere. You want Davis and Beantown? Well, Anthony Davis said today that he would not mind going to Boston. He said today that Boston is now one of his teams, even though his dad doesn't want him to go to Boston after the Isaiah Thomas thing. Browns got a new running back, as we have a flag on the play. Did not see a flag at all in the Lions-Panthers game. And it's going to be a false start on the offense. Carolina has to move 5 yards back. That is, I guess, Deion Sims, or number 65. I don't know who it was. So Carolina will be moving back to the 8. Maybe Jonah. First down and goal at the 8 for Jared Goff. Kareem Hunt also in the backfield. It's going to be a pass. Goff has a wide open target. That's Dez Bryant, who makes up the 5 yards from a false start. Carolina is back at the 3. As for veteran Bryant, who spent his whole career in Dallas before the fantasy draft, where he ended up as a Carolina Panther. The Pels fired Dell Demps. I think that's a very good move. Thanks, Smooth, for the move, or for the news. Yeah, Chris Smooth is the man with the news. Second down and goal at the 2. Kareem Hunt is stopped. He loses 2 yards on the play. As excellent stop by Atlanta's defense. Couldn't tell who it was who made the play, but okay. Davis to the UK. Thanks, female kicker. As that was 52 and 98 with the play. Frank Clark and Rashawn Gary, was it? I don't know. Yeah, try to kick our cheerleaders. AD for Cleveland. AD will look nice in a Pistons jersey. Third down and goal at the 5. Goff looking to throw it. He's going to look in the back of the end zone. And Eric Reed, or Justin Reed, sorry, with the interception. Reed was traded from Arizona to Atlanta during the offseason. And the Panthers turn it over in the red zone. Both teams start this game off with a pair of interceptions. The Falcons gave up a lot for Justin Reed, but so far I don't think they're complaining. The ball sort of looks like it popped out a little, but I don't see them challenging it. Have to go, might be able to come back. Alright, see ya if you come back. If not, thanks for stopping by. Trade Sexton for AD. Justin Mo Fudgin' Reed. Sexton setting the pick for AD. Yeah, the Pelicans would be high if they did that. I mean, yeah, those are some good assets, but compared to, actually, I would be more tempted with that than the Lakers offer, to be honest. Just because of a pick. That's actually not that crazy of an offer. I just don't see him going there. Here's a look at the Panthers' defensive starters. Notably, they have Kiko Alonso, who missed the tackle, Cleveland Farrell, Roquan Williams, Jamal Adams, Greedy Williams, Drake Kirkpatrick with the interception, and I didn't bother to read it all, so sorry if you wanted me to. Second down and 7. For the Atlanta offense, Carson Wentz threw an interception on the last drive. Freeman gets the handoff. He finds the first down, gaining 10. Okay, think about this. Irving, Rozier, Davis, Tatum, and a center from the draft. Maybe Bol. Yeah, Bol probably will be in this draft. He did get injured. If Bol gets picked to Boston, that's going to be scary. Tatum, Brown, Rozier, and the Grizzlies pick for AD. I don't see the Pelicans doing that. You realize Kyrie's coming to the Knicks? AP is a Knicks fan. That's why I'm saying that. What difficulties do I use for Loyola Chicago? I use a hybrid of Pro and All-Star. Depending on the team. Usually if it's a good team, it's on All-Star, just for realism. As on first down, I don't know where that was going. Carson Wentz throw incomplete. Devontae Freeman, the intended target. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Hank. New York is garbage. AP won't like that. Second down, handoff for Devontae Freeman, who gains 3, brought down by the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft, Greedy Williams, his second of the day. Maybe you should not have made that Reed storyline, not after that, no. North Dakota State falls to South Dakota State on a half-court shot. How about them Jackrabbits, baby? I had them upsetting Ohio State last year in the tournament. Good job, me. As on third down, Matt Ryan sacked from behind by the big defensive tackle, number 97, former Green Bay Packer, Kenny Clark. He gobbled him up like Thanksgiving turkey. And that'll set up an Atlanta punt as Kenny Clark, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL. Looked like he was playing end there on one of the tackles. Or maybe I'm blind. Matt Ryan? Did I say Matt Ryan? I see why I did, but yeah, it's not Matt Ryan who got sacked. That's Carson Wentz who got sacked. Donnie Jones, I assume that's Donnie Jones on the punt. Will it go into the end zone? No, it will not. Down at the 3-yard line. Fun start in field position for Carolina. Jake Butt is a free agent, and the Packers offered him a 69-point offer. That makes sense. In the OFL, Jake Butt happens to be a Saint. Wink, wink. Here's Jared Goff, 2 for 3, 25 yards and an interception. Very nice punt by Donnie Jones. 24 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Neither team has scored yet. We got some action going on so far. Kareem Hunt with the handoff. If I were him, I would have kicked one of the defensive linemen. Maybe he would have gained a few more yards. That Jackrabbits pick over Buckeyes is not that stupid. It's just if the Buckeyes for once wanted to move on. I think Ohio State only won that game by like 5 points. I think that was a close game. Second down and 8 for Carolina. Will they get the playoff? They do. Hunt with the handoff. He is swallowed to the ground. Not till the first quarter ends. That's Frank Clark with the tackle. Your score, 0-0. And I expect a Carolina punt, as I don't see them throwing the ball here on third down. I'm not trying to risk it too hard. Did you say pro and superstar? I said pro and all-star. I'm not super good at 2K. As your sponsor for today's game is once again Gatorade. Unfortunately, they don't pay me. Brandon Guyton, Charles Davis, not your commentators. It's actually Mr. Octagonal. That's the exact same thing I said for the first game, but whatever. Third down and 10 for the Panthers. Goff under center. It looks like they're in run formation. I assume that's what they're going to do. That is Hunt. He is wrapped up at the 2. 6 carries, -2 yards on the day. Deion Jones with the tackle. Good job, female kicker. Antonio Brown is just like Kareem Hunt. He likes kicking people. I know Nick remembers that memory of Antonio Brown just kicking the Browns punter. Who was their punter? Spencer Lanning? I know that's probably not right, but maybe him. Antonio Brown for the Cleveland Browns. You want nothing to do with Antonio Brown. You don't want him in your locker room. Trust me. There's John Ross, the speedster on the return. Probably shouldn't have gone for the juke. That costed him a couple of yards, but Atlanta does start at the 44 nonetheless. Very good starting field position for the Falcons. Devontae Freeman's been busy so far. 6 carries, only 19 yards. He's been okay. He had one nice run, I think. The punter almost got blocked. I didn't even see that. Atlanta has the ball back. Very good starting field position at the 44. Carson Wentz under center. Freeman in the backfield. It'll be a handoff for Freeman, who does a spin move. I don't know who he was trying to spin away from. There was nobody 5 miles from him, and he gains nothing. Why do you keep running the ball? I don't know. You want Brown in San Fran. Slot roll wouldn't be a bad thing. I could see that. Obviously, San Fran has been linked to Mr. Antonio Brown. That could happen as Wentz on second down. Almost intercepted. That was batted away by number 30, who is... I can't tell at all. Maybe Greedy. Cam Reddish, what a play. I guess you're watching the Duke game in the background, maybe? Third down and 10 for Atlanta. Wentz and Freeman in the backfield. 6:53 left to go until halftime. This game is scoreless so far as Wentz dumps it off short for Devontae Freeman. His juke move only gained 6, no first down. 3 dunks in a row to start the second half. Okay, Cam. That's Quandre Diggs, who is number 30. Signed in free agency this offseason for Carolina. That will result in a Falcons field goal, a very long field goal attempt from 55 yards out to put points on the board. Justin Yoon, Mr. Irrelevant, his kick is up and it is short. Justin Yoon, the last pick in the 2019 OFL draft, his kick is short, and this game will remain scoreless. Panthers head coach D. Brown loving it as Yoon, the rookie, who Falcons head coach Future has put a lot of praise on, is short of that field goal. He wasn't too short, maybe another 6 or 7 yards away, and he would have, or 6 or 7 yards closer, and he would have drilled it. And Carolina gets some very nice starting field position. Here comes out Jared Goff. The Panthers don't need to worry about being backed up on their own end zone, so maybe they'll throw the ball more on this possession. First down for Carolina. Goff hands it off for Kareem Hunt. Hunt, who also plays part-time kicker for the Panthers, gains 2, 7 carries, 0 yards for Kareem Hunt. You should be a Kentucky basketball fan. You probably should. No, you should be a Jayhawk fan. They're totally not disappointing us all this year. Second down and 8 for Carolina. Goff and Hunt, of course, in the backfield, as it will be another run. Kareem Hunt with a good run. He's going to fight his way for 10. Or, no, yeah, that is 10. RP did not like the idea of running the ball, but it worked on that play, so There you go, I guess. At least your team's going to be a top 4 seed. Yeah, that's true. I can't get mad at that. First down, it'll be another handoff for Kareem Hunt. Hunt finds the hole and will get another first down, wrapped up at the 28 for a gain of 15. His first 7 carries, he got 0 yards, and now his last 2 carries, he has 25 yards. Kareem Hunt finally starting to figure it out. You should be a Providence Friars fan. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound great. As they run it again, and Hunt loses 2. Nice play right there from the Atlanta defense. That's Anthony Barr, who was acquired from the Bucks this offseason. Second down and 12. Only 1 receiver in the game. It's going to be Bilal Powell who gets the handoff, gaining 5. Setting up a third down and 7. Carolina is definitely in field goal range. I forget who their kicker is. So, yeah, I would expect to run again. It looks like they are in passing formation here on third down and 7. 4 receivers in the game, 3 lined out to the right. Goff, he's going to look short for Kareem Hunt, who only gains 2. The receiver who originally lined out on the left side looked open, but Goff instead goes to his running back Hunt, and I would assume we should be expecting a field goal attempt. To put points on the board, the kick from around 39 yards away, very makeable. E.J. Manuel, the holder. It's up, and it is right down Main Street. Dan Bailey. And the Carolina Panthers are on the board with 2:53 left to play in the first half. No points so far up to this point. Yeah, get it? No points up to this point. That's corny, but the Panthers finally get some points. It's 3-0. Dano the Mano with the kick. John Ross will take a knee in the end zone, and the Panthers will be starting at the 25-yard line. 2:53 left to go. Hunt is going to get more touches with the ball than him kicking people. Daniel, I told myself I wouldn't make any kick jokes. But, let's see if the Falcons offense can finally start to put it together. This offense has not really done anything yet. Carolina does start with the football to start the second half. And we have a flag on the play. That'll be false start. And the Falcons lose 5 yards. That is the tight end Gavin Escobar with the penalty. AO better than Barrett. Maybe. Wink, wink. First down and 15 after the penalty. Handoff for Devontae Freeman. Freeman with a nasty spin move. He gains 7. As both of these coaches are primarily focusing on running the ball. Goff has only thrown it 4 times. Wentz, I think, has only thrown it 4 times as well. As both of these teams are running the ball, and it's not really working. I understand both quarterbacks have already thrown an interception, but you got to have faith in them. Both of these teams, especially the Falcons, traded a lot to get them. As Devontae Freeman, with an unnecessary juke, he definitely would have gotten the first down. However, it's now third down and 1. That could be costly. You'll never like Madden Spims. Gonna become a part-time Kentucky basketball fan. Wait, they're facing Tennessee next. Nick won't be a part-time Kentucky fan for long. Just finished the offseason, went from a 93 to a 95. Dolphins are only like an 85 in my series, I think. But we're not 11 seasons in, so that doesn't say much. We've hit the 2-minute warning. Your score, Carolina Panthers 3, Atlanta Falcons goose egg. Third down and 1. You need a team. Kansas Jayhawks. Lions are an 85, you think. I would say it is indeed trash. Third down and 1. Wentz looking to throw it. He has time. And it's almost going to be intercepted by Roquan Smith. That'll set a Carolina or an Atlanta punt. And the Panthers should get the ball back. No life so far from this Falcons offense, which head coach Future invested a lot in this offseason, acquiring guys like Zach Martin, Michael Thomas, and of course Carson Wentz, who has not been very good so far up to this point. Or of a Wildcat Army. Yeah, sure, whatever. As Tariq Cohen receives it around the 10. No blocking from Carolina's special teams. And they're going to be starting at the 13 with 1:49 left to go until halftime. The Panthers finally put points on the board on their last drive. Now we actually have to see them throw the ball. They'll probably still run it. You were thinking Kansas? Yeah, rock chalk, baby. AP wishes they went for it. Unfortunately for him, they didn't. First down for Atlanta, or for Carolina, sorry, is Corey Coleman with a nifty spin move for a gain of 20. Otherwise, that would have been a gain of like 6. That's Coleman's first catch of the game for former Cleveland Brown, who was a legend back in Madden 17 on this channel. The OGs remember. You should never tell me you're going for another team because that sucks. Hashtag bandwagoning. I ain't no bandwagon. It's not like I jumped ship to the Tigers in 2012. No, definitely not. Not turning back on the Buckeyes. Yeah, we got to see this spin move in slow motion. Deion Jones got absolutely finessed. Take another look. Corey Coleman. Whoop! Deion Jones got... I don't know what to say about that. You got Pats, Bruins, and Celtics all good, but for Royals, that's where it comes crashing down. Could have been a Red Sox fan. You'd have yourself a World Series ring. Now at the 33, Panthers taking their sweet old time after the spin move is Goff. He will find Corey Coleman again for a gain of 17. Duke only up by 7. Okay, Blue Devils, okay. Minute to go until halftime. It looks like they're in run formation, so if they do run it, I'd expect a timeout afterwards, and they're passing it. So I'm wrong. Goff looking short for Jace. We'll see you tomorrow as he decides not to run out of bounds. Don't really get that. And because of that, head coach D. Brown has to call a timeout. Panthers have 2 remaining with 51 seconds left. College basketball bandwagon, I guess. Oof. Garrett and Nick both want to be bandwagons, because Providence and Ohio State aren't doing it for them. Well, let me tell you guys, RMP here is an Illinois fan. The fact that he's not switching teams, I would much rather be an Ohio State or Providence fan than Illinois. First down, Goff under a little bit of pressure. He's going to find Dez Bryant. Carolina uses their second timeout. They have 1 remaining. Titans, Cavs, and Bruins fan, that's tough. That's quite tough. Okay, Nick is joking. Carolina, pretty good field position up to this point. Let's see if they can put more points on the board. Providence doesn't have a football team, that's true, but Providence is a decent basketball school. I know they made the tournament last year as a 7 seed. First down for the Panthers. Goff has all the time in the world. He's going to find Hunt, who is tackled a little bit past the 20. Carolina in the red zone for the second time today. The first time was the drive where Goff threw an interception. Favorite college basketball team is Villanova, and then football team is Ohio State. 2 very good teams as Will Fuller brings it to the 9, trying to get every yard. Clock is ticking. 16 seconds remaining. Panthers do have a timeout. Indians, Browns, Cavs, and Blue Jackets fan. Those aren't bad. Clock is ticking. This might be the last play of the half. Is Goff. He's going to find Kareem Hunt on the screen. Hunt! He is tackled at the 2. I assume Carolina's going to go for the field goal here. If I were them, I would go for the touchdown because they do start with the ball in the second half. 24-2018, all in March. You know how bad it is because you're a Knicks fan and your team has been shut out here in the first half. Dan Bailey going for a second field goal of the game. Atlanta is very prepared for the fake. They know it's a real possibility. It's not a fake. Bailey's kick is good. And that's how half number 1 ends of some OFL primetime football. Your score, Carolina Panthers 6, Atlanta Falcons goose egg. You're a Rangers fan? Is that New York Rangers, I guess? Don't know how they're doing because I don't know hockey well enough. Let's take a look at the halftime report. Obviously, the user games have not been played yet, other than the Lions and Packers. The Browns, Ravens, Packers, Texans, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Seahawks all end with wins. Chargers taking on the Broncos later on Monday Night Football. And then all the other games. Jets, Giants, Cardinals, Bengals, Vikings, Redskins, Saints, Bucks, Rams, Niners, Colts, Dolphins, and Patriots, Steelers are all user games. Need to get into hockey more. I'd like to get more into hockey. But my team right now is Dookie, and we're going to be Dookie for a while. We were good in the early decade, but now we're terrible. Did LeVar Ball forget to shave the other half of his head? Yeah, really. The Falcons coach here does kind of look like LeVar Ball with one weird half. Chiefs spanked the Bears. Your friend is a Cardinals, Grizzlies, Mariners, and Islanders fan. Oh my goodness, that must suck. He can't have nice things indeed. He's not rapping as good as he thought. You watching the dunk contest and three-point contest tonight? I don't know if I'm going to watch it tonight. I might watch it tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to watch, yes. Because we got to see who wins this OFL game. AP obviously is Dennis Smith. In the three-point contest, I want to say Dirk for the memes, but my money will be on, I'm going to say Buddy Hield. And the dunk contest, I will go with, that's a tough one. I'm going to go with, you could really go with any of them. It's Deion Sims gains 15 or 14 to start the half. Jared Goff 11 for 12. But who do I want to go with in the dunk contest, though? That's the tough one. Nick, the coach, rejoins the Cardinals. That's confusing. Steph Curry and Miles Bridges for Daft Boy 2K. Who do I think it's going to be in the dunk contest? My gut is telling me Hamidou Diallo. But the other part of my gut's telling me Dennis Smith. But the other one's telling me John Collins. But Miles Bridges is the hometown kid. So maybe it's him. I feel like you don't see a lot of big guys win it. Even though John Collins was throwing it down yesterday in the Rising Stars. His Hunt gains only 2. I'm going to say Dennis Smith wins it. I'm going to go with DSJ. AP says Curry. Well, which Curry? Because there's 2 Currys. Steph and Seth. Second down and 8. Goff almost intercepted. Nice breakup by Darryl Roberts. Coach Brown not too thrilled about that one. Obviously, RMP says Miles Bridges. Who's in the dunk and the three-point contest? The dunk is Hamidou Diallo, John Collins, Miles Bridges, and Dennis Smith. The three-point contest, I'll have to look that up because there's a number of people. There's like 10 this year. Goff has all the time in the world, and he will find Corey Coleman for the first down. Jared Goff had more time than someone waiting in a Wendy's drive-thru. Nick has Damian Lillard in the three-point and John Collins in the dunk contest. John Collins is certainly the best basketball player in the dunk contest. You could make a case for Dennis Smith. I think it's John Collins. And then the three-point, Lillard is one of the best. Obviously, Curry's a little bit better. And when I say Curry, I mean Seth Curry's a little bit better. Keyword is Seth. Miles Bridges is better, says the Hornets fan. First down for Jared Goff. He has all the time in the world again, and that'll be Des Bryant who makes the catch, and Carolina is back in the red zone. John Collins is very underrated. He's better than Dennis Smith. Alright, three-point contest is Devin Booker, Seth Curry, Steph Curry, Danny Green, Joe Harris, Buddy Hield, Damian Lillard, Chris Middleton, Dirk Nowitzki, and Kemba Walker. Steph Curry is way better than Steph, absolutely. The Hornets actually get some relevance tonight, only because they're home. If it was anywhere else, neither of those two will be participating. First down for Carolina, Kareem Hunt with the handoff. I don't know why Hunt didn't kick him, but okay. I mean, that guy who tackled him does have longish hair. Females have long hair, just a thought. Kemba and Bridges says the Hornets fan. Maybe if it's 10 years ago, we can go with Blake. As that's Trey Waynes, who's penalized with a face mask. Carolina has it at first and goal at the 9 now. The Panthers are inching close to the end zone. Very quick drive, only around a minute and a half so far, but they're doing work. As they're going to try to make it a 2-possession game. Josh Ferguson, the fullback in motion, handoff for Hunt. And that's not a pretty play for Hunt. He loses 2. Wrapped up by Frank Clark once again, his 3rd tackle for loss. Want to go for German Jesus, but you got to go Lillard. Who should you rebuild in Madden? The Arizona Cardinals suck Duke. They're dookie. So I'd say the Cardinals. But for 3-point for Lillard. Miles Bridges is a hell of a dunker. He can throw it down. All 4 of these guys can throw it down. But my gut's telling me Dennis Smith. I don't know why. Josh Ferguson, the GOAT. And that one is tipped, and I don't know how Atlanta didn't intercept it. But they don't. Daryl Roberts, one of the players there. Atlanta, that was their golden ticket to make a big play. There were 4 Falcons defenders in the area, and none of them come down with it. You have to take another look. Nice pressure from McDonald, as Daryl Roberts was the one who tipped it. He was the only one who touched it, but there were 4 guys there. None of them made the play. Bengals could use a rebuild. Can't wait till next year's contest with Zion. That's going to be sick. They're down in goal at the 11 now for Carolina. Only 1 receiver in the game. That's Will Fuller. Is Goff. He's going to find Jace. We'll see you tomorrow. Touchdown, Jace tomorrow. And the Panthers will extend their lead. Got one thing for All-Star. Where's the GOAT? Chetty Osman. Osman was in the Rising Stars contest last night. I think it's the only time you will see a Cleveland Cavalier this weekend. Because the rest of their team, we don't need to talk about it. First touchdown of the year for Carolina before Atlanta gets any points on the board. This one may be 14-0, as the Panthers will be going for 2. We've seen 1 2-point conversion attempt so far today, which was by the Packers. They missed it, but they still won the game. As Deion Sims in motion, Goff under center, Hunt in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff for Kareem Hunt. Does he get it? No, he doesn't. He was a yard short, and the score will remain 12-0. AP not too thrilled with the way his team is playing. The Panthers, after a slow start on offense, have scored on 3 straight possessions, as that one is a touchdown. 8 plays, 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Jared Goff, 4 for 60 yards. Very efficient from Mr. Goff, as Kareem Hunt almost got it. He almost got it, but he just didn't quite get it. And the score is still 12-0. Zion could be the best Bull by the end of his career. That says something. A lot of time left indeed. Can you change your pick? Well, it hasn't started, I don't think. So, I guess as there's a fumble. John Ross fumbled it. But the Atlanta Falcons do recover it. That could have been costly for the Falcons. You're going to have to look at this one again, as Ross, with the spin move, got popped by 94. However, number 30 was on it to recover it. Take another close-up look. That's Robert Quinn with the force. And whoa, Carolina recovered it. Not Atlanta. Okay. Oh, to win the game? I can see why you'd want to change. I thought the Falcons picked it up, but it's Carolina football. At first, I thought the Falcons picked it up, but when we saw it close up, the Panther player recovered it. And AP not too thrilled. 2nd down and 9 after a 1-yard run from Kareem Hunt. As it's going to go back to Hunt. His 14th carry of the game. Does not want to be tackled. Or 15th carry of the game, sorry. He gains 5. Setting up a 3rd down and 4. Falcons know they need a stop. That's for rookie Rashawn Gary with the tackle. As Jared Goff looking to throw it. Goff has time. Goff looking for the end zone. And it's overthrown in the back of the end zone. And we'll see Dan the Man Bailey for his 3rd field goal attempt of the day. He's 2 for 2 so far. Is it even the best Williamson in college basketball? Very good Loyola Chicago reference. Lucas Williamson, the best Williamson in college basketball. As Dan Bailey's field goal is good. It's now 15-7. I mean, 15-0. I don't know where I got the 7 from. That boy not too thrilled with AP's language. Why can't this O-line run block, but they can pass protect all day? Well, at least your defense has not allowed any points yet. RJ Barrett is better than Zion. I don't know who's better. Obviously, I think Zion's had a little bit more college production. Maybe that might be because he's more hyped. But who's going to be the better NBA prospect? That's a tough choice. They're my clear 1-2. Then I'd say John Morant is 3 and Cam Reddish is 4 for me. Or maybe Bol. I really like Bol. That's my clear top 5. I think it's those 5 and everyone else, in my opinion. Maybe Ayo, I don't know. As Devontae Freeman with another unnecessary juke move, losing a yard or 2 because of it. You got the 7 from 11. Oh, I get it. Ayo, and Ayo. That's what RMP thinks. Well, the only Ayo who's in the top 5 of anything, other than Ayo Dosunmu, is Ayo Aluko, who's better than Ayo Dosunmu, in my humble opinion. As Devontae Freeman, whoa, he breaks out a run, breaking multiple tackles. Greedy Williams will catch up at the 13, but Atlanta's offense finally sparks a big play as Freeman, who stayed with the Falcons in the fantasy draft, with a huge run. Great defense indeed. Zion has no actual skill, just athleticism. Zion has skill. He's more athleticism than skill, but he does have a lot of skill. It's Donnell Pumphrey with the handoff, gaining 9. Zion can score. He can rebound. He's very good near the basket. Good touch. Ayo Luco is your dad. I mean, Ayo DeSumo was good in the Hawks series. I guess there's that. And in the Illinois series is a backup quarterback. As Wentz, under pressure, he will be sacked, losing 6 by the veteran Calais Campbell. Ayo DeSumo's your daddy, and Ayo Luco's your dad. RJ Barrett is more raw skill, though. I don't disagree with that. I just think Zion is a very talented player as well. Obviously, he uses his athleticism to his advantage. He's heavy, very heavy, but he's so graceful. He's heavier than everyone in the NBA except for Boban, which is hard to believe. Great awareness, Wentz. Put the entire D on the block, RNP. I bet Nick would like that. That'll set up a 3rd down and 7 at the 10. Atlanta knows they need to score some points. Preferably a touchdown. 5 wide set. 1 minute to go in the 3rd. Wentz looking to throw it. Wentz has plenty of time. Looking for the end zone, and it is deflected. Carson Wentz 2 for 7. 14 yards and an interception so far in his Atlanta's debut. Zion is a monster of a man. Something we've never seen. Absolutely. It's hard to scout him because he's very unique. 4th down and 7. Here's Justin Yoon for the field goal. He missed a long field goal attempt earlier. This time it's good. And the Falcons are finally on the board. Your score, Carolina Panthers 15, Atlanta Falcons 3. You still am surprised Mike Brown got smart and a new coach? Mike Brown was the assistant on the Cavs, right? Used to be an assistant for Golden State, I think. Or no, he was an assistant on Golden State after he was an assistant on the Cavs. I'm dumb. That's what Mike Brown I'm thinking of. I think his name is Mike Brown. I'm probably thinking of someone totally different. Good red zone D. Mike Brown. Oh, the owner of the Bengals. That's right. Because Marvin Lewis, of course, got fired finally. And their new coach, Zach Taylor, very good in the Super Bowl, just like our coach before we hired him. He was pretty good in the Super Bowl. As on 1st down, Jared Goff is a wide open Corey Coleman, who's made a number of big plays today. He will gain, I want to say that would be 28 yards, I think. I can't count. Bengals owner is a very smart guy. Yes, he is. He knows how to hire coaches. Or should I say not fire coaches, as Corey Coleman, very good so far in his season debut for the Panthers here in the OFL. Where's Terry Godwin been? That is a good question. You don't like the Rams? Well, I don't think any of us like the Rams after they lost to New England. Just because they played so dookie. 17 seconds left in the quarter. Jared Goff looking to throw it. He's going to look short for Hunt, who is hit hard by 2 Falcon defenders, and that one is incomplete. But they both lost. Ooh, you get it? Still is a good coach. I think that's not one of the better hirings, because just because he worked with Sean McVay doesn't make him a genius. I think. 2nd down and 10, 13 seconds left to go in the quarter. Jared Goff looking to throw it. Goff, plenty of time. He's going to find Deion Sims, who's a yard shy of the first. That'll end the 3rd quarter. Definitely our most action-packed 3rd quarter. We saw a turnover on the kickoff. I don't think we saw any punts. We saw a lot of points. Carolina looking good after 3. Your score, 15-3. Carson Wentz only 2 completed passes for 14 yards in his Atlanta debut. That's what the Falcons traded all of their 2019, 2020, and 2021 picks for. A guy who's 2 for 7 for 14 yards and a pick. Definitely not the game that the Falcon fans were expecting. This pass pro is amazing. Or I guess this pass D. The Falcons do need a miracle. You're done. You're becoming a Raptors fan. As Kareem Hunt, short run gets for first down, only averaging 2 yards a carry, but his team is winning by 12 and has for football at the 36. The Falcons 36. You're going to go get a soda because you're addicted. What am I addicted to? Pizza, maybe? I would say I'm somewhat addicted to pizza. Cavs are too bad. Kareem, instead of Hunt with a C instead of EH, gets the first. You're so addicted to Jules. Good for you. As Kareem Hunt with the handoff, he gains another 2 yards. Actually, 1 yard. JK, JK, JK. Well, 3 JKs means you're not JKing, so... Oof. Fun fact, if you were in the same room as Sean McVay, you're a top coaching prospect. Coaching prospect. According to Nick. Yep, that is definitely true. Jared Goff on the read option. He gains a nice 6 yards. Bandwagon. Datboy 2K is addicted to rebuilds. I'm addicted to slapping booty. Kareem Hunt is addicted to kicking booty. Or really just kicking anywhere on the body, to be honest. They're down in 3 for Carolina. Atlanta needs a stop, and they don't get it. Deion Sims with a gain of 5, the veteran tight end. And the clock keeps on ticking. Under 6 minutes to go. At the 23, Carolina getting closer and closer to the end zone. Ferguson is the man in motion. Handoff for Kareem Hunt, who is stopped. Doesn't gain anything. Snacks Harrison is the one with the play. Former New York Jet, New York Giant, and LA Ram. Addicted to getting BJs. 2nd down and 10. Goff has all the time in the world. Deion Sims with a very nice catch. Pretty good coverage by the Falcon linebacker, but it's not enough. 5 catches, 62 yards. Sims has been very reliable today for Carolina. Take another look as the defender easily could have swatted it, but Sims making the catch, falling on his side. GG indeed. Where did Le'Veon Bell sign? It's not free agency. Oh, in the game? Well, in this series, I think Le'Veon's on the Dolphins, but in real life, he hasn't signed anywhere. As Kareem Hunt only gains 1. Le'Veon can't sign anywhere in real life until the middle of March. Addicted to your sister? I mean, what? Those Texas rednecks. 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. Now the 10-yard line clock keeps on ticking away. Goff and Hunt in the backfield. Jared Goff will look to throw it. Goff sailing one in the end zone. Des Bryant with an incredible catch. Best play of the day as Bryant hold up the X. Is he not going to do it? But it doesn't matter. What a reception in the end zone by Des Bryant. If that was a dart from Jared Goff, might I add. Can't tell if he got both feet in bounds. He got one. It looks like he got both. The booth, however, will reveal it, which means we get to see it more, which is cool. AP says 1 foot. That might be 1 foot. I think he only got 1 in. That was a really nice pass, really nice catch, but I only think he got 1 in. So I think this call will be reversed, and the Falcons still have life, kind of. And the play is not reversed. The play stands. Touchdown, Carolina. Bailey's extra point is good. And it is now a 19-point game. Who's hyped for the AAF game? The Legends are going to get spanked tomorrow. They're going to get spanked on their booties. As what a catch by Des Bryant. He somehow got both feet in bounds. We got to watch that play again. We have to watch it again. Ruling because he did not get 6 feet in bounds, no touchdown. Ryan Switzer back deep on the kick return. He's hit hard at the 21 by number 34, whoever you may be. 26 yards per return on the day. All right, I want to look at that. You're going to win 69-0. Way to have a game, Wentz. Alright, so we have to look at this play again. This was nice. We got to see if the referees got it right. So Bryant makes the catch. Right there. He got both feet in. Well, wait. Was his left foot, was it lifted up and put back in after he had possession? I think that's a rule. Right now he has possession. Left foot is down. But I don't know if that fully counts. Right foot down. I think that's 1 foot in. I think the refs made a bad call, but whatever. It's not like I'm rooting for the Falcons. I'm not rooting for either side. I guess maybe a little bit I am rooting for Carolina because I did pick them in the OFL pick 'em. But other than that, I could really care less. But that was a nice grab, nonetheless. As Wentz on first down, he will complete his 3rd pass of the game. 13 yards for Michael Thomas. That's Wentz's longest pass of the game. As one of the Panthers players is devastated that his team is up 19 with 4 minutes left to go against a potential juggernaut. Octagonal is as blind as a ref. I really am. That is Wentz's first completed pass of the half. Just overall. Accidentally unplugged my mic, but that's just, it's not been a good debut for Carson Wentz today. And I know that Nick is probably jumping up and down, very happy that he made the move that he did. I think he only had 1 foot, but that is a very close call. Nick says 2. A bunch of people, including myself, say 1. As it is 2nd down and 10 for Atlanta. 3:46 left to go. Wentz will look to throw it. Carson Wentz. He will look short for Devontae Freeman with the spin move. He gains 8. Wentz has completed more passes on this drive than the whole entire second half. And he has the same amount of completed passes and more yards on this drive than the rest of the game. Up 11-7 to go. Duke won. Yeah, pretty much. Maybe by the tip of the grass. It was awfully close. We can say that. It's on 3rd down and 2. Michael Thomas with a conversion. Falcons offense finally starting to somewhat figure out in the pass. But obviously it's too little too late. Down by 19. As Carson Wentz looking to throw it. Wentz scrambling. Wentz will find Gavin Escobar. Go fleet. He gains 8. Where's AP? He's just not thrilled at all. Oh, he is here. Should you do a motivator, strategist, or team builder? I always choose the trade influence package. I want to say that's motivator. That's the one I usually go with in rebuilds. Mainly unrealistic rebuilds, I would say. So if you're going for a realistic one, maybe that's not the move. I would say if you're going for a realistic, I would say the XP one. Nice game by John Ross, bringing it to the 13. So we've hit the 2-minute warning here in quarter number 4. And unfortunately, we will not have an intense ending to this game as Carolina is up by 19. Look how Wentz is finally playing well on this drive. He's completed 5 passes on this drive, but it doesn't matter as he's only completed 2 the rest of the game. And that statistic right there tells you the whole story. Now watch the Falcons win the game. I just banged my knee on something. You probably heard that. At the 13, Wentz looking to throw it. He finds Freeman, who only gains 2. Falcons going to no huddle. They only need 3 touchdowns to win. No big deal. In 2 minutes, that's very possible. As Wentz, he has time, calm and composed in the pocket, scrambling like he's late on a date, and he gets clobbered by the safety as he got absolutely knocked to the ground by Sua Cravens. 3rd down and 1. Wentz, he will look for the end zone. It's batted away. Incomplete. 4th down. This is it. Trying to win a championship with the Bengals this year. Well, if you're going for this year, I would say, yeah, probably motivator, so you can make a bunch of trades. Flag. AP thinks there is a flag. They just don't call pass interference in this game. They don't. Whereas the NFL, every other 3rd down is a pass interference. As Wentz, play action! Sacked by Roquan Smith. I think that'll do it. And the Carolina Panthers will win this game. Atlanta has 0 sacks on Jared Goff all day, and the Falcons, who have been proclaiming win now this whole offseason, only score 3 points on opening day and lose by 19. Falcons not bothering to call their timeouts, as Hunt doesn't gain anything. I assume the Panthers will now be in victory formation, and they are not in victory formation. They're just going to run it again. Don't get that, but okay, as Kareem Hunt, he loses 2. 21 carries, 32 yards. Not a particularly pretty day for Kareem Hunt, but it doesn't matter because his team won by 19. Clock is ticking, and the OFL primetime Week 1 game will end in a final score of 22-3, as Coach Future not happy with the way his team played, and the Carolina Panthers win a big game, starting off 1-0. Nice interception right there from Justin Reed early in the first quarter, but it's not going to matter, as the Falcons offense just didn't know what they were doing really until the end of the game. And Carolina, Jared Goff was not outstanding, but he did play reasonably well in his debut. Devontae Freeman had 1 nice run. Panthers with 2 takeaways, an interception, and a fumble recovery, which I think the fumble and the kickoff was really the dagger, as Jared Goff 79% on his passes, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Not MVP caliber, but very efficient from Goff. AP very disappointed. So, who got that one right? I think 4 of us picked the Panthers. I know AP obviously picked the Falcons. And now we will simulate, see all the other games. Hopefully we win. I actually picked the Bucks and pick them just because it's Madden. We will sim the Zwek. So who else picked the Falcons? Colin picked the Falcons, RMP picked the Panthers, I picked the Panthers, AP picked the Falcons, EJ picked the Panthers, and Nick picked the Panthers. So Colin and AP got that one wrong. Rest of us got that one right. Let's force advance. And let's see how the rest of us did. You originally picked the Falcons, bud. Zion is very thick. And we won 34-3. My goodness. Okay, Saints. Okay. We absolutely clobbered the Bucks. Dwayne Haskins, very solid opening game. Will Grier got sacked 6 times. That doesn't surprise me. Our defensive line is really good. Haskins, 26 for 44. He threw the ball a lot. Dalvin Cook, 105 yards. Nyheim Hines had more yards than Tampa Bay's leading rusher, who was Jerick McKinnon, who finished with 8 yards. The run defense and the pass defense were both phenomenal. Stephon Diggs with a touchdown. Odell Beckham with a touchdown. So both of them get touchdowns in their debuts. Dalvin Cook also with a touchdown. Quiet game from Noah Fant. Tampa Bay's best receiver was Deshaun Jackson, 4 catches, 48 yards. The blocking, 3 sacks allowed by John Miller, 2 from Brandon Parker, 1 from Weston Richburg and Andrew Norwell. Zion does have a big one. Tackles, 12 for Telvin Smith and Adrian Amos, who could be on his way out, likely to the Panthers or Falcons. Stay tuned for that. Sacks, 3 for Trey Flowers, 1 for Chandler Jones, 1 for Shaquille Quarterman, 1 for Devin White, 1 for Miles Jack. Interceptions, 1 for Malik Balls Deep and Hooker. Let's check out the rest of the league. We're going to go this way to make it more suspenseful for Nick. So the Redskins lose their first game to the Vikings, 17-10. Brian Lewerke with 228 yards, 63%. Doesn't look like Andrew Luck played very well for Minnesota. So this looks like a very defense-oriented game. Myles Gaskin with a touchdown. 2 rushing touchdowns for Benny Snell, who finished with only 5 yards. Paul Richardson, 10 catches for 107. He seemed like the only Viking receiver to do anything. Blocking. Sacks were allowed, 2 from Connor Williams, 1 for Charles Leno, Tariq Cole, Joe Bitonio, and Teron Armstead. Sacks, 11 for Budda Baker and James Bradbury, so that means he probably didn't do too good since he's a corner. 10 for Jordan Hicks. Sacks, 1.5 for Carlos Watkins, 1 for Danny Trevathan, Harold Landry, Charles Tapper, Randy Gregory, and a half for Budda Baker. Interceptions, there were none. Haskins for real Heisman. Welcome back, Ian. Amos, you don't want Amos? Did I say the Panthers? I meant the Falcons and Cardinals. 961. I'm confuzzled. The Rams. They beat San Francisco 35-17 in their opening game. Jacoby Brissett with 5 passing touchdowns. 15 for 21. So not a lot of yards, but he threw for 5 scores. Deshaun Watson, 287 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Shady McCoy and Duke Johnson were both average. Corey Davis, decent game. Touchdowns were caught by John Brown, Marquise Lee, 2 for Marvin Jones, Jameson Crowder, and Duke Johnson. Sacks, 1 allowed from Isaiah Wynn, Billy Price, Nico Siragusa, and Kelvin Beachum. Tackles, 13 for Patrick Peterson. That's a lot. Sacks, 1 for Solomon Thomas, Linval Joseph, Derek Rivers, and Bradley Chubb. Interceptions, 2 from Patrick Peterson, 1 from a Honey Badger. The Patriots lost their opening game to the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-10. Patriots made a number of questionable moves in the offseason. Aaron Rodgers throwing for 4 touchdowns. Tyree Jackson didn't throw any. Running the ball, Darius Geis, 63 yards. Josh Jacobs only with 11. Aaron Jones with 12. Receiving, Nelson Aguilar, 971 in the score. Juju Smith-Schuster, 8 for 77. And Jordan Wilkins with 2 receiving touchdowns. The other touchdowns were caught by Nelson Aguilar and Jordan Matthews. Surprise, surprise, the doormat of the OFL losses. Sacks. 1 sack allowed from Isaiah Prince, Quentin Nelson, and Andre Dillard. William Jackson led in tackles with 10. Why are all these corners leading in tackles? Sacks, 2 for Fletcher Cox, 1 for Craig Robertson, and Matt Judon. Interceptions, none. I think I've gotten every single one of these games right, except for our game. We know these 2 and them. The Giants lost their opening game to the Jets. I might have got that one wrong, did I? No, I did pick the Jets. Good for me. As I think I have to make Darnold the starter. That's my bad, even though Sam Bradford was very good. Case Keenum, 3 passing touchdowns. Derrick Henry and Rashad Penny each with a rushing touchdown. Receiving, Devin Funchess was solid. 2 receiving touchdowns from Penny, so he finished with 3 on the day. 1 for Allen Robinson, 1 for Dawson Knox. Blocking, sack allowed from Jake Matthews, Rick Wagner, Zach Fulton, and Cody Whitehair. 12 tackles from Jaquiski Pop-Tart, 11 from Scobert, 10 from Trey Lamar. Sacks, 1.5 for Scobert, 1 for Kevin Dodd, 1 for Jarrell Casey, half for Jaleel Adai. Interceptions, none. Gotta go. Thanks for watching, Dat Boy. We know the Falcons result. Colts. The Colts beat the Dolphins 35-24. Man, I'm getting all these games right. Mr. Biscuit, Mitchell Trubisky with 4 touchdowns. Mason Rudolph, the former Saint, with a touchdown and an interception. Le'Veon Bell, very good for the Dolphins, 184 and 2 touchdowns. Todd Gurley, 104 and a score of his own. Receiving, George Kittle, 5 catches, 31 yards, 3 touchdowns. Seth Roberts also had 1, and so did Chris Thompson. Blocking, 2 sacks allowed from Marcus Cannon, 2 from Orlando Brown, 1 from Roger Saffold. 10 tackles for Jordan Lewis, sacks. 2 for Von Miller, 1 for Demario Davis, 1 for Preston Smith, 1 for Jelani Tavai. So Novers for the Cards, interceptions, 1 for Darian Stewart. Alright, moment of truth. I've gotten all but 1 right. Good for me. The Cardinals played the Bengals, and they lost. 21-35 is the final score. I got that game wrong. As Drew Lock, solid in his debut, 21 for 41. I guess that's not too solid. 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Nick Foles, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. C.J. Anderson, very good. Leonard Fournette, Mark Ingram, neither of them did too much. Receiving, Keenan Allen with a big day, a player who Nick was interested in trading for, by the way. Touchdowns were caught by D.D. Westbrook, A.J. Green, and Charles Clay. And Tommy Bahanan. Sacks, 3 sacks allowed from Mike McGlinchey, 2 from Ladrian Waddle, 1 from David DeCastro. So it looks like the Cardinals' problem was the pass blocking and the run blocking. So I would say the Cardinals' problem was blocking in general. Defense, 12 sacks from Josh Allen. Sacks, 3 for Justin Houston, 2 for Robert Ayers, 1 for Corey Legent, 1 for John Bostic. The Cardinals allowed 7 sacks and got none of their own. And DeForest Buckner with an interception. What in the world? He lost 7 yards. Okay. So, the defense wasn't great, even though Buckner caught an interception. And then the offensive line obviously needs to improve for Arizona. But Drew Lock, he had a pretty solid day, I'd say, overall. So, that is it. I will calculate the score for Pick'em. Very impressed with myself. I went 6-2. I think there were 8 user games. If there were, I went 6-2. So, that'll do it, folks. Hope you all enjoyed. Very excited to see that my Saints won by so much. And have a good day. The stream has been almost 2.5 hours. We started at like 31, 32 after. Now it's 7:59. I did not think it was going to last this long, let me tell you. But we all had fun. We watched 2 good games. Restart the stream. Whoever players of the week. We actually want to see that. Any users? Probably not. Oh yeah, Jacoby Brissett and Patrick Peterson. Brissett threw for 5 touchdowns. Peterson with 2 interceptions and a fumble force and 13 tackles. So the Rams get both players of the week. Meanwhile, in the AFC, neither team are a user. Big Ben, 454 yards, 4 touchdowns. I think the way Carson Wentz played, AP somewhat regrets trading Big Ben right now. And then Dante Hightower with 11 tackles and 3 sacks. Nick, not too happy. It's only 1 game, bud. Alright, I think the only user game this upcoming week is the Lions and Saints. Am I right? If not, we will have a vote. Okay, Rams, Panthers, and Lions, Saints. We might want to see the Rams after they played really well. And the Panthers, who also just played really well. So I will have a vote. I guess we can start that now. Rams, Panthers, or Lions, Saints. So we saw 3 of those teams played really well. Rams, Panthers, and Saints. So watch the Cards game. We will not be watching them until at earliest week 4. Where they play the Bucks. Rams, Panthers. I think we should watch Rams, Panthers. That episode will likely be up probably Tuesday, Wednesday, in that range. But anyway, I hope you all have a great Saturday night. Tomorrow, I will definitely be uploading Westlake. I don't know the other video that I plan on uploading. Maybe Kings? We'll see. Maybe some other random video. I don't know. See ya, Oxlop. Alright, have a good one.